Oh my god, dude.
I'm done. Oh, I'm sorry. I just died. I can't breathe. Steve, I swear to you, I haven't laughed that hard in like 10 years.
How's everybody doing now?
Oh,
Armageddon.
no.
Armageddon! It's gonna be rough.
You were born in America, you're an American.
That's fact.
I guess right after high school, ended up joining the Army.
You guys seem way more chill than that intro. I'm ready to take your fucking country back. I don't even live there.
Dude, we should get a boxing match going.
Smack the shit out.
That sounded wrong. I have to highlight that one. Oh, my Lord.
Stay the hell out of the left lane if you're not passing.
You're so salty about this driver.
You don't have to have a massive channel to make an impact, you know?
I've learned a very important lesson.
Fuck, do I drop the wheelchair jokes? He's like, just fuck him.
You know, that's what the whole freedom of speech is.
That's a good point.
Then this old lady walks in with like a walker, and I look at him and he goes, oh yeah, you're fucked.
You don't have to agree with it. Absolutely not. But you best defend their right to do it.
Home again.
This is a little horny bastard. He ruined it for everybody.
I bet he wanted to knock him out.
I don't like certain individuals. It's never because of their race, identity, religion, or
Teach these government nerds that all swear an oath to it what our freedoms are because they're so lazy they don't care.
I had a fun night. I haven't laughed that hard in a long time.
You know, don't live on the past or take the present for granted and only think about the future.
People are wearing blinders. They don't understand what.
Never attack or insult the other side of the debate.
I'm not going to apologize for that.
You were calling him an idiot.
I'm really disappointed in you.
Something that you just didn't agree on.
I had all my money on you tonight.
I'm guilty of inciting my constitutional right.
You know, if they don't like it, then they don't have to be there. Love y'all. See y'all on the next one.
You know, you're never gonna please everyone.
I don't think that God sees different races at all.
Much love to y'all. Stay prayed up, man. God is good. Love each other and be kind.
Much love, much aloha, and most importantly, God bless.
Out of here.
Aloha, everyone. Welcome to the podcast with no name. Hey, why do like so many channels talk like that? Like that whole.
It's all AI.
And thank you for joining us tonight.
It's all creaky.
Yeah.
Get the pun. Get the.
It's like it may possibly be AI generated.
Could be.
Never know. What's up, everyone in chat? Red Pill Truth Uncensored. Aloha. Rome 13. Always good to see Rome 13. She brings so much fun and good energy to the chat. I love it.
Much love to Cheryl Rich.
Cheryl Rich. Aloha, Cheryl Rich. Chip Douglas. Oh man, I love that. It reminds me of the movie Cable Guy.
Oh yeah. Steven, I'm here for you, Steven.
You might want to buckle up. I had a few. I'm just jerking your chain.
I gave you free cable. Yeah, oh baby.
That's like one of my favorite movies. That's like one of those movies where either you love it or hate it. Either you love it or you hate it because it's like this movie's stupid. It's just got like that different sense of humor or whatever.
I feel like that poll was rigged. I'm just saying.
I did change.
I picked the beaches, even though I wanted to pick you, but I picked the beaches.
Honestly, my answer would have been the vibrant culture and traditions. Because it threw me off when I first moved here. Because, you know, even though growing up in Detroit and there's different culture and, you know, but it's way different here.
So anybody else dying of allergies and cold out there? Because my Lord, it's snowing cottonwood out here.
Well, I guarantee you, if I was there, I'd be just as bad, if not worse than you, because another reason I left Well, not really, because I didn't realize until I moved here that my allergies just disappeared when I moved here.
Did you hear about the Fiji water? It's supposedly the
No,
cleanest water. They put too much manganese in it, and they recalled like I forget how many. It was like 1.2 million bottles of it.
no kidding.
And
Yeah, that's what
that's
I
like
used.
go ahead.
Fiji is the one that I used to drink all the time. Well, I mean, it's
I
been a
know.
while. But
It's the best water out there, I thought.
wow,
Apparently, I mean, they're adding manganese. I'm not sure what it does exactly, but
magnesium.
mag. Now you got me screwed up. Manganese.
Yeah, magnesium.
Yeah, it's like when you got a mango and you're on your knees.
Mag,
Mango.
magnesium or manganese? Easy.
Magnesium.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
Get on your knees.
That's what
Magnesium.
I'm trying to do. Look it up, but I don't know how to I don't know how to spell that shit, man.
Manganese. Let's see. What is manganese used for? Alloys such as steel to increase the strength and also improve workability and resistance to wear of steel. Manganese steel contains 13% manganese. It is extremely strong and is used for railways, tracks, safes, and rifle barrels, as well as prison bars. So why is it in our water?
I think I looked up different word. I looked up magnesium. You're
Yeah,
like,
that's in there too.
Yeah.
That's in there too.
this one says that it's the lightest structural metal and has a high chemical reactivity. Magnesium is essential for healthy muscles, nerves, bones, and blood sugar levels in humans and other living organisms.
I need some meth.
What?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, I'm
You need
sick. I'm very sick today. I went to the doctor again for the second time in 3 weeks.
Creek. I've been telling them Creek beer, the alcohol kills the germs. I've been telling them, but
It really does. I honestly do believe that.
hold on, Blackbird. No, I know I did it right this time. There's no way you got ads.
We only left the ads on for Blackbird.
Right. No, seriously, I like I don't even know what's after quadruple. What's the one for I don't know, but I did it like 7 times or 8 times. I like
And like
checked.
5 couplets. Couplets.
That yeah, that one. I don't know. I guess I just can't win. I guess YouTube's gonna do their thing anyway because they gotta make money, right?
All right. It says that Fiji water recall was 1.9 million bottles of water due to manganese bacterial concerns. So, whatever that means. Not sure why they're putting something that strengthens metal that they use in jail bars in the water we drink. It's kind of strange.
I really
Well,
don't
just
like drinking bottled water, period, man, because you don't know if there was one person that just so happened to be a worker at that factory or whatever and wanted to sabotage a lot of people and everybody's drinking water and this and that. All it takes is one drop of something very bad to make a lot of people very sick.
Just strange how this stuff gets into our food sometimes. It's weird. It's like, why does that? I mean, maybe it's a natural thing that comes out of that water. Maybe it just comes natural, but it seems odd that they would add it.
well, yeah. Well, I mean, just like I can't really even say that, but just like in 2020 when everyone was that wasn't tested at all, short term, long term at all. It wasn't tested, and people were just like, "Yeah, put that in me."
Yeah, that's the craziest thing ever. I would never.
I got something off topic. All right, so you guys ever had Steve? We were talking about this the other day. You guys ever got like a flurry of subs on your channel? Like, say you got 30 subs in one day, and you're like, "What happened there?" And then the next day, like 25 of them are gone.
Well, I've the this past week that has went by, I've been uploading more shorts to mine, and
Yeah.
I have seen more subs come in. Like at one point in time, I was right at 600 and went down, lost like 12 subs.
Yeah,
Um,
I gained 11 the other day, and I lost 8 of them within like from the time I went to bed till I got up. And then the next day I gained 5 of them back, but it's like I'm trying to figure it out. Like, why does that happen?
Well,
right.
I've never had it happen because like what Creek just said in shorts, but I've never had it happen when I like if I haven't been posting anything or I haven't been doing anything, I've never had it happen then. But once when I first made my channel trailer and then put that on my page to where if someone's not subscribed and they come to my page, that's the first thing they see. When I did that in like a day and a half, I gained like over 100 subscribers.
Oh,
Wow.
that's crazy.
But then 2 days later, I lost like 20. So
Well, not everybody wants to have more subs, but I mean, realistically, we all kind of want to grow our channels. I mean,
Right,
but
right.
it's kind of disheartening to see 11 people join off of a short, and then the next day, like 8 are gone, and you're like, did I do something wrong? Did I?
right. Well, then you also got to remember too, because this happened to me once. Um, I'm not gonna say any names, but there was a person, and I became a member to that person's channel, and what that person did in return was give you a bunch of subs, which I had no idea about. But they're not real subs; they're bots. So
Right.
I don't get it. So,
I
but
don't do that. Yeah, I hate
at
that.
first, I'm like, dude, man, look, I got like 150 more subs. This is awesome. And then when I figured out what was happening, I was like, I don't want that. That's
I don't
that's
want any
not
fake
that's
subs.
not honest.
Yeah, that's garbage.
And I mean that's how I am on with my channel. You know, I figured it out, and I was like, you know, how are they doing this? How are they doing this? And I finally figured it out, and I'm like, what? You know, like if the way that I feel, if if I got people coming to my channel and stuff, I want them to enjoy my channel. I want them
Right.
to want to be there. I don't want to have to pay for people that don't want to be there and like
Exactly.
Exactly. Well, especially if they're bots, because then, the YouTube algorithm or the AI or the whatever figures it out, and then that's how you lose them too. But so for a while, when I was losing subs, I was kind of happy about it because I was just telling myself that those are the bots. That's why I'm losing them because like they're taking away the ones that aren't real subs.
Yeah, and like the people that subbed me, I saw who they were and went to their channels and left a comment and subbed
Well, you
because
know
I
what? The
always
other
try
thing
to.
is though, too, Dave. This happened to me because I have two backup channels, and
Yeah.
I went to my own backup channel and I was unsubscribed. And I didn't I don't think I've ever unsubscribed to anyone, let alone my own backup channel. So
right.
how the hell does that happen?
Well, um, Wolverine sent me a message one day and thought I was mad at him,
Yeah, I remember that. Yep.
and I love Wolverines. He's like,
Yeah,
dude,
he's a
I
great
saw
dude.
that you subbed me, man. He's like, did I do something? I'm like, hell no, dude, you're great people. Let me go check. And I was still subbed, but on his end, it said I was unsubbed. So I actually unsubbed and resubbed, and then he could see it again.
Yeah, see, that's where it's
Like, what kind of games are being played here?
that's what I mean. That's what I used to get really I know where you're coming from with asking all this because it used to really bother me But then with everything, like that happened with Isaac and like with the bots, and then with me being unsubbed from my own backup channel, and I never
That's
did that. But
crazy.
then it got to the point where it's like, I'm not even gonna waste my time trying to figure this shit out because I'll never figure it out anyway.
Well, like I don't care. It's not about subs for me, anyways. But like I know views are way more important than subs if you were trying to make money. But to me, it's like I build friendships with people. I try to. I try to support people, and then when they disappear, I naturally am like, did I do something wrong, or what happened?
Right.
I spent time on something, they liked it, and now it's gone. Now either YouTube did that, or they 8 of them unsubscribed for some reason, which I don't
Yeah.
believe.
I wouldn't even sweat that shit, man.
I mean, I
You
don't
gotta think,
care,
dude.
but
There's 75 million people, if not more,
you see how long it takes to get
unsubscribing
the subs, right? It's not like
on YouTube.
Right. Well, I mean, it's like what Red Pill said. I had around 1.5 thousand on my first channel, and it's hard to recover. That was 4 channels ago, and it is hard to recover when you
wow,
get
4 channels.
like over 1,000, and then you lose your channel, and then you have to start over again.
Hey, Ronnie, good to see
Ronnie,
you, man.
what's up, Ronnie? What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Jump up and say hi.
Yeah, man.
Ronnie, jump up and say hi if you're not
Come
doing
on,
nothing.
man.
Because
Ronnie,
I was literally gonna bring up, and my channel really isn't about politics, but some shit's happened today, and I was gonna bring this up, but now that Ronnie's in the chat, I'll see if he jumps up first.
Ronnie's here, man.
Ronnie's here, man. Dave's not here.
Dave's
Ronnie's here.
not
Dave's not here,
here.
man. Ronnie's here, man.
What's
Come
up,
on,
Double Dog?
Ronnie.
Nice to see you, man.
Double Dog, aloha.
Thanks for the support.
Hey, mother cluckers.
Hey, right? He said, "Give him
All
a
right,
minute."
all
All
right,
right,
give me a
cool,
minute. Cool.
cool.
I
All
was gonna
right.
say, I know I don't even have to send you the link. I know you know how to do it.
So, what have you guys been doing this week?
Not a damn thing.
It's been a great week.
Been a good week, right? The weather's been better. No tornadoes here.
I've been crying a lot.
Well, that's because you looked in the mirror again. Just playing. You're a handsome dude. I'm looking at you right now on the screen.
Oh, you should have seen me an hour ago, man.
I knew you were in the shower.
I didn't shower in like 5 days, and I was like, maybe I should clean up a little bit.
You're like, why my pants sticking to my legs? Creek goes down to the creek and takes him
what's that
bath
smell?
in the cement pond.
Oh,
shit, that's me.
Do you ever see that, Creek? The Jed Clampett and all them? That's probably way before his time. You know what I'm talking about,
you're
right?
talking about the Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah.
But what about it? I missed out on something.
I was saying you went down to the creek and got you a nice quick dip in the creek to get clean.
Yeah, man.
That's what I do.
Dip in the creek.
I mean,
Unless I'm more hill, I
came down to it most definitely.
I might be more hillbilly than you because I do it.
I mean, shit.
Well, all I'm saying is, it's bad when you can smell your own BO. Because usually when you got BO, you don't really notice it because you're kind of used to it. But when you smell your own BO, yeah, man, it's time to clean up.
Right, dude. Right.
You jump in the pool full of chlorine just to try to.
Oh yeah, I used to do that all the time. That's what I miss about having a pool.
I just finally got mine blue yesterday. So it was brown and then green, and then I saw there was dirt and rocks, and it took me like 5 days to get the sucker blue.
You got it blue though, doing it the natural way cleaning it though, right? Because I was gonna say, do you know they have stuff for like swimming pools? Like it's a chemical you throw in there, and it just makes it look like super awesome.
Yeah, chlorine.
Right? No, I mean, no, it's like an actual dye, so it'll make it.
No, I didn't
Man,
know
I'll
that.
have to look it up.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's really cool stuff.
What
But that's
I
what I'm
use-
saying. The way you did it, the way you have it looking cool is like the natural way. Like you put in the chemicals that clean it and actually clean it. But this stuff doesn't clean it. It just makes it look super cool.
So here's the sucky part, right? The cover I had on the pool ripped, and we didn't see the rip, and then all the leaves and whatever got through the hole. So when we took it off, there was just covered in leaves, probably 3 inches thick all the way across the bottom. So it looked like, a giant condor flew over and took a dump in our pool.
Wow.
And my grandson had taken like 6, 7 shovels of dirt and thrown it in to the pool with rocks and everything. So I was out there for like 5 hours with the skimmer trying to get these leaves out, man. Because you can't run them through the pump. They clog the pump up over and over, and you got to back flush, and it sucks.
Hey, Dr. Clown and Karen, aloha.
Hey,
No,
hey.
dude, I was laughing because he said I could just picture your grandson going, just.
Oh yeah. I'm
throwing
cleaning the
chunks of
pool, and
dirt.
he's just dumping more in, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" So yeah. Anyway, long
Kids are
story
awesome,
short,
man. So innocent.
there's this product called Pool Doctor, and I guess it makes everything clump together in there, and it also is an enzyme that eats bacteria. So you pour that stuff in there and you wait a day, and it basically eats all the algae and all the bacteria, and then it clumps it together. It goes to the bottom and it doesn't move. So when you vacuum it up, it just stays clumpy. It's kind of strange,
that
but it
works.
works. It works excellent. It's like $30 for like 6 ounces though, but it's worth every bit. Anyways, my pool's blue, but it's too cold to swim, so I think it
Is it?
was
What is it?
55 is the water
Mm.
temp right now. So
Golly, I wish.
that's like, turtle jump in and you become an instant turtle.
See, another reason I don't miss. Oh my goodness, look who's here! My favorite white boy,
Dun, dun,
Mr.
dun.
Ronnie Cash.
What's up, guys?
What's up, Ronnie?
Not
How have you
much.
been? Long time no
see you,
see,
man.
dude. How have you been?
Well, if I'd been worth a shit, I'd have been up on with you the last 2 Sundays, Steve. But
No,
I
I
wasn't
know,
worth
man. I know how. I'm just glad you're okay now, dude.
Here we
that's all
go. It's Ronnie Cash.
Well, I wouldn't go as far as saying I'm all right. I'm better.
Well, we're glad you're here, man.
Yeah.
Dave. What's up, you two guys, Dave?
Just cleaning pool and fighting the cold, I guess. Fun.
He's got sinus infection or
yeah, from that. I don't know. Cottonwood's so bad here. Can barely breathe out there.
See, I don't miss Michigan. I do not miss Michigan.
It's bad down here too, and it'll get a lot worse before it's all said and done.
I went outside and I was like, all day long, I'm like, I had forgotten when I used to smoke what cotton mouth was like, but I had it today.
I could have sworn I just saw Creek a few minutes ago on Mr. B's. Getting around, ain't you, Creek?
He does.
Yes, sir. I do, man.
It's funny because I did too. I was listening to Mr. B's and doing housework, and then I'm like, oh shit, I'm supposed to go live in 5 minutes. So I was definitely not ready today.
Now wait a minute. You should just listen to Mr. B's and doing housework.
Yep. And then I heard Mr. B say something along the lines of, or anyone that's going, I know Steve Harloha is getting ready to go live. And I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Shit. So thank you, Mr. B, for reminding me.
Right. I was listening to music somewhere too.
Man, I wish I could do housework, but I just can't do it. It's against my better judgment.
Yeah, housework sucks.
It does. I'm here to tell you. I got enough of that when I was in the Army. I'll let you young guys pick it up from there.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So what does anyone know? Because I heard something earlier today, but I'm like, I'm not even gonna look into it. I'm gonna wait. So what does anyone know about this whole Mr. T thing that's happening?
Well, evidently, on all the shit that he was what's the word for that?
Charges, guilty.
No. Whenever you make an allegation on someone.
Lying. I mean,
Right, lying. I like that.
Oh yeah, but I mean more so of an opinion, which
Allegations, I think you.
I guess
Allegations.
allegations would be right. Um, so
Guilty on
they found him guilty of every
Yeah.
single one of them.
Yeah, I know.
That's why you
well,
know something's messed up.
right. That's
Of 3 felony counts so far. The foreperson in that courtroom.
oh, that ain't nothing. But
He's
guilty
got
on all
34 felonies,
34. But my question is, wait, what does this say? I was just convinced, or I was just convicted in a rigged political witch hunt trial. I did nothing wrong. Read a fundraising email which was sent out minutes after. What I don't get is like a couple months ago, I remember hearing something like, if he's found guilty, it's like this many years and prison and all this stuff. So it's like, okay, so now what? He's not going to jail. I highly doubt it.
Oh, he will go to jail too.
You think he will, Ronnie?
Yes, I thoroughly believe he'll go to jail. But
really,
y'all got to understand where I come from. My opinion on this whole thing is this is all a setup. It's meant to go this way because after all this is done, and it's been done now, except him going to jail. That this means they can now go back and investigate every other president. They can go into everything that they did before, while in office, and out of office. So that's what this is all about. So can you imagine what's going to happen with Obama, the Clintons, the Bushes?
That's the first one I thought of was Obama, and then the Clintons.
That's exactly what I believe this is all about. And then I'm not going to say what the going to jail part is about because you might get cut off real quick, so I ain't going to say that part. But
right. I know that's what sucks. You can't talk about it. Like,
didn't all that happen like 6 or 7 years ago? Though, shouldn't that be past the statute of limitations?
Well, undoubtedly not. With the way they're looking at it right now, not with a president anyway.
Have
but
you heard,
a lot of it should have been, yeah.
Have you ever heard of anybody ever getting 34 felonies? Like, I've heard of people unaliving 4 or 5 people that got 4 felonies.
That's why that's how you can tell it's so rigged.
And every single count was guilty. Like, there wasn't one where there was reasonable doubt.
Right. But this is, Ronnie, what you were just saying. This, I just want to make sure if I'm on the right page or the right track. But what I got out of that is basically what you're saying is that the Democrats screwed themselves.
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure because that's what I got out of it. That's the first thing I thought of was they just screwed themselves.
2 lawyers on that jury. Have you ever heard of that before? 2 lawyers being on a jury?
Well, I don't think it would really make any difference if they weren't so damn biased. I mean, but it was all set up like that. I'm just telling you that both sides knew how this is going to come out before it ever went into court. I mean, they knew the side that's against Trump. They knew they were going to convict him, and Trump knew they were going to convict him on all of it. He knew it. They all knew it. So, I mean, it's we could go into a whole lot more, but you take a chance when you do that.
But
right, that's
a certain someone's son can snort some certain substance off a certain part of someone's body right on video and nothing ever be said about it.
That's right.
Brother Steve, much love and respect, dude. I'm out, friend.
No, I know you. You just, well, I think you just got done eating too, and I know how that goes.
I'm just about. I'm cooked. I am cooked.
That's what I was just going to say. You fried, Creek.
Much love, Creek.
I am cooked.
Well, get your butt in bed and get you some good rest.
Love you guys.
Love you, man.
Love and
See you later,
respect.
Creek.
See y'all next time.
Yeah. Much love, brother.
Much love, friend. Much love, Ronnie and Dave.
Hey,
Much love,
don't
brother.
make sure you leave studio.
Don't hit that red button.
Oh no!
Oh, but it's so shiny.
I wouldn't do that again.
Oh no, that's perfect.
I really didn't mean to, but I love y'all.
That's perfect. He just said that because in the one of the intros I have where it's him doing, and it was the actual one where he was like, no, but it cut off so quick. It's only like 2 seconds, so that's good that he just did that again. I could put that. I can use that.
That'll work. That would work.
You could see his eyes; they were more closed than open. You know, he's about ready to just go plumb out.
I'm not kidding you. I knew 10 minutes ago that it was not long for this. I could just see he was just exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, plus right before he went, yeah, that, and then right before he went live, he went and got something to eat real quick, and I'm like,
ooh,
I know how that is, because if that's me and I eat, I'm out. There's no way. That's worse than being high for me.
So Ronnie, how you been, man?
Man, I don't even want to answer that question. It's been a rough 2 or 3, 4 weeks. I would say that, man. It really has been. You know, as far as being sick wise goes. And well, I was on last night, but after I set it up, about an hour later, I was wishing I hadn't because I got to feeling bad again. But I went ahead and done it, and everything went all right. You know, just I was feeling miserable.
Well, you're in my prayers, man, all the time. So
I appreciate everybody's prayers, man.
I got a sick mom, so I know how it is.
She got cancer too?
She's got, well, I don't want to say everything she's got, but she's got some, I don't know how to say it. Just final stage stuff, you know. That's all I'll say. But she's doing the best she can and taking the meds and trying to have some quality, you know.
That's about where I'm at. The doctor told me more or less day before yesterday that what they did was they took my DNA, you know, to try to, not my DNA, but the DNA of the tumor, to try to match it up, see if they had a pill or whatever they could give you to kill it. It's called targeted therapy. But it didn't work out that way. They didn't have a pill that fit the tumor that I got's DNA. So he said, we're out of options. So in other words, you're out of here, boy.
Is that in the bone?
No, it's in my lungs.
Okay. I've always wondered why they can't go into the lungs and suck stuff like that out, you know? Like go in there and clean the lining. I know they do that in certain circumstances, like when people's lungs fill up with water. They'll go in there and suck all the water out. I don't know why they can't remove things like that.
Well, they can remove it, but then when they do, they have to remove a whole lung, you know, or lobe of the lung, which I've already had one of those removed, and I don't want to do it again because, you know, it gets to a point where you can't breathe, and either way, if you can't breathe, you're going to die.
Yeah, it sucks.
So, I said, I'll pass on that one. But no, I mean, it gets worse and worse as you go along, man. I can tell you that right now, and for sure. So
I know God's bigger than that.
Oh yeah. One of the worst things to me is, you know, if I had energy and you know, to do things with, and like right now sitting there, I've got very little energy to do any damn thing. I mean, it's all I can do to talk just about. But Other than that, everything else I could deal with. But that not having any energy, man, I'm telling you, that sucks. It really, really sucks. And then when you take the pain medicine, at least for me, it drains more of the energy. It's like a cat chase or a dog chasing its tail. You do one thing, relieves this, and it causes something else. It
suppresses your respiratory system, right? When you take the pain meds,
it does it all. I mean, your whole body. For me, it does anyway. And I just been most of the day today. I took a pill and I just sat there in a chair dozing on and off all day long, or all afternoon anyway. All afternoon long. Just you can't. I can't hold my eyes open. I'm constantly dozing off. That's kind of what I was afraid I'd do last night, but luckily I didn't.
Yeah, no, that is the worst when not having energy.
It is, man. I'll tell you, and nobody realizes, until you are literally without any energy, then man, this is some bad juju here.
It's basically like when you've been outside all day and you're sweating and you haven't eaten, and like your sugar drops,
it is something like that. It is something like that, but it's even worse. I've had that before. I know exactly what you're talking about, Dave. Had it several times, as a matter of fact. But to me, this is even worse, and it's probably just for me, it's probably just a mental thing, to go along with it.
Yep. Because it causes anxiety, which gives you depression, which makes you even more tired. It's quite the circus, man. I hate it.
Well, that's what it was always hard for me, because you know how it's, you always see these videos or people saying, oh, just the power of positive thinking, and it's like, yeah, it sounds so great, but when you're physically and mentally in the position you're in, it's like, yeah, just power of positive. It's not that freaking easy, right?
It sure ain't. Well, you need somebody. I'm speaking for myself. You need somebody there to help give you that energy and stuff. And for me, I mean, I live by myself, so that's out. And I'm not saying I want anybody to live here with me. That's not it at all. But I'm just saying, if you had someone all the time, like a family member or whatever, that would be the way to go, in my opinion. To kind of help, give you some incentive. But for me, man, I'm telling you, the energy is the worst part. Because when your energy goes, your strength goes, your motivation goes, everything goes. I mean, it just, you finally just have to say the hell with everything, and I kind of think that's what death is, when you get thinking about it. Because when you get that far along, and you know that you're not going to be able to do anything else in life. So basically your life is over. Whether you're dead or not, your life is over.
Just don't give up, my friend.
Oh, I hadn't give up. I just want to get better is what I want to do. I know one thing, it's damn so frustrating. You try everything in the world that you can think of other than doing stuff that they tell you to do that will cause more harm and injury down the line. And that's what they're still trying to get me to do the chemotherapy. Well, I ain't going to do the chemotherapy.
Nope.
That'll make you feel worse.
You know what? Silver Girl sent me an email a week or two ago about chemo, and that all that is to line the pockets of doctors.
Oh, I know.
It's not doing you any good at all.
We're not giving people medical advice, though.
Oh, absolutely not.
No.
I'm talking about me and my situation is all I'm doing.
Yep.
Yeah, brother, where you been, brother? I hadn't seen you in a month of Sundays. Of course, I hadn't been on very much in a month of Sundays either. I've been missing you, bro.
And I see Full Monty in there too. Aloha, Full Monty. Good to see you, brother.
Yeah, I seen Monty a while ago too. He's
I missed your live last night too, man. I missed everything yesterday.
Yeah, I noticed. Believe me, I noticed when you come by. I noticed.
I
I'm marking down my
try.
books.
I try.
I haven't
every
even
time
been
here.
on. Today was the first time I actually got on YouTube in a few days to watch Mr. B's. And then, well, last night when I got on, I seen that you were just live and I missed it. And I was like, I didn't even know he was live. And then Creek was on. And so I jumped on his for a little bit. And then that's the only reason I knew about Mr. B's today because Creek mentioned it. And then from then till Mr. B was on, I just been busy, just like not YouTube. Everything I've been doing is not YouTube related. So
how's Nina doing?
Good. She's still at work, I think. She's not at work. She's at Ginger's baking.
One of these days, I gotta have some baking, man. Whether I gotta pay for FedEx or whatever it is,
right?
I gotta try some of them yummy treats.
Yeah, we'll have to send you something, man. Well, we'll send both you guys something.
Please, no
Ronnie
weed in
and Dave.
it, because I won't react very well to it.
No what in it?
No weed, because I'll be out in the middle of the street, like yelling at the neighbors or something if you give me weed.
You be pulling a Martin, whatever, Martin Lawrence.
And be like,
around butt naked with your freaking firearm in your hand.
I thought you did that anyway, Dave.
I don't
He used
believe in
to.
firearms. What's that?
Yeah.
When you light your arms on fire? Don't do that either, kids. Yeah,
That's
I get the last time I ever did that, I got so paranoid that I never wanted to do it again. Like I was out in the garage with my daughter watching it in the dark.
Oh, well, that's why you can't be watching a movie like It.
Oh man, I was like, we were laughing at
You're
it
gonna
though
get
because it
high.
wasn't. But then I started like hearing stuff, and I kept going outside and looking around the corner of the garage, and I'm like, man, I'm tripping. You remember the movie Friday?
That reminds me of when Ronnie first got the what is it, RSO? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
And then me and Ronnie were supposed to go live, and then Ronnie got the RSO like the day before, and took a little more than he should have. And he basically, let's just say Ronnie had a really, really good nap for like 2 days.
I sure did.
For 2 days? Oh
Yeah,
my
man.
Lord.
But dude, we were freaking out. I'm like getting a hold of Big Chap. I'm like, dude, what happened to Ronnie, man? And like we're like hunting him down. And then we finally found out, like, no, he just took his RSO. He's just having a nice day and a half, 2-day nap.
It's like a 5 times too much dose there, it sounds like.
Well, the way it comes, though, it was in a little bottle, and you have to do it with a toothpick. You know, put some on the end of a toothpick, and and take it that way. And there's no dosage on it. You know, no way to figure a dosage at all that I know of. And so, you know, when you take it, you take what you take.
Okay.
But I learned to scrape some of it off after that. Instead of taking everything that was on the toothpick, I would take a little bit of it back off, and put it back in the bottle. But it's as thick as tar.
Cause well, you know what RSO is, right, Dave?
I've got a good idea. It's just,
because I mean,
it's liquid, right? Liquid.
Well, more of like a tar, but yeah, it's
so we're
pure,
talking hash.
Well, it's pure medical. It's
hash oil,
literally pure medical, and it's I actually sent that one video that Hawk sent me that we watched on your channel, Ronnie.
Yeah,
and I sent that to my dad, and you know, I'm like, just think of it with an open mind because it's natural treatment, in my opinion. YouTube, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, that is what it is. I mean, nobody came up with the chemistry for it besides God. So yeah, it's natural.
Hey guys, if you wouldn't mind, my brother James is in the chat. If you guys get time, isn't that much content, but if you feel like subbing him, he's brand new.
Oh, James is gonna grow his channel? Shoot.
Well, I don't know. He might.
Why you ain't saying nothing, James?
He never said it to me, but I just went over there and he didn't have anybody.
Yeah,
like a bad brother, you know.
And while we're talking about subbing, you can sub to my channel too. My new one.
I'm trying to find you. You're way up in chat. Unless you want to
Wait,
talk
you got a
again,
new
and I'll
one?
get you right away.
A newer one, Ronnie, or the one that you were on live yesterday?
The one I was on yesterday or last night. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ronnie, can you say something in chat?
I got it. I got it,
okay,
Dave.
okay. I'm good, but I ain't that good.
Well, I'm cheating because I'm on a PC and I got the wide monitor with 2 screens open.
You got the wide booty.
Shake, shake, shake. Shake that wide booty.
That wagon you're dragging.
Hell yeah.
So that one's, I forgot to put, well, that says Ronnie's facts, but yeah, the one I just put is Ronnie's.
Yeah, that's the first one. But
Is that the right one?
That one. You can accept that one too. I mean,
that's the wrong one.
I'm posting his other one right now. Well, the one he's on now.
Yeah, I'm not going to use that one for a while because of I don't want to get that third thingy.
A mishap.
Yeah. Right. Yep.
Is that the right one?
Oh wow, James had 1 subscriber when I went to his channel. I subbed. That was his 2nd subscriber. Now he's got 5.
Hey, look at you! Now you got to make something, and keep your clothes on for God's sake.
Yeah.
Thank you, Blackbird. Blackbird subscribed. Let's see, but I don't know what. It don't say Ronnie's facts on that one, Dave. So I guess that's it. I don't know, man.
It's the one you were on in chat. So I'll have to. I can go look on your site, see if I find it.
I think that's I think I'm on Ronnie's facts too. I don't know. It depends on which one I come on here on. That's when it goes by. But
let's see. So
this whole moderating thing is. I'm trying to get good at it.
You pissed James off there when you did that. He said that.
Oh, now he wants me. Yeah.
Now I got to make some content.
Yeah, I knew that was bad. Better make something.
So, Ronnie, what's the other one that we're trying to find? Is it Ronnie's Facts 2 or something?
Yeah, Facts 2.
Oh, Ronnie's okay.
You got it? Or I can look for it.
I can put the link in there if y'all can find it.
Oh, yeah, if you got it.
Hello, Perpetual.
There we go. Okay, so I'm subscribed. Okay. But all right, that's what I got it.
I think I got everybody.
I'll be glad when I get back on my original channel, Ronnie's Facts. Well, 1, I guess you'd call it. But that won't be till at least the middle of next month.
Hey, Platty, how are you? Good to see you.
Platypussy. Perpetual.
I can't say that right now because there will be shoes flying. There will be like, what did you say? It's just an animal or a mammal, but it won't be. Let's see.
I'll start by striking some seductive poses.
No. Everyone no, I'm just kidding. Unsub. Hey, Nanny. Did I say Nanny? Oh my! I'm gonna go hit myself in the head.
Hello, Miss Karen.
I can't believe I just said Nanny. The hell was that?
I have no idea.
I'm lost.
Dave's not here is lost. That's why he's not here, because he's lost.
That's what happens when I moderate. I don't know what I'm doing.
Dude, Perpetual Platty has got a pretty cool channel.
Oh, yeah. Excellent. Yeah, I've been meeting lots of great people lately. Karen Reese, how are you?
Karen Reese, aloha. Good to see you.
Pickle Pecker.
Javelle.
Is it true?
Oh, you guys got to check out Javelle's sing Alanis Morissette the other night. And oh my goodness, bro. If I can find the link, I'm going to pop it in. But wow. She was made for that.
That Peter Pecker picked a peck of pickled peppers?
I think he
Is that true?
Piked a pecker, I think.
Something like that.
Pike to pecker. Does that make sense? Pike to pecker. That sounded really bad, though.
Peter Piper.
Southern, what's up?
Pickled peppers.
Southern,
Say it
Southern
3
grown.
times real fast, and we'll. I'll give Steve $5.
Say what 5 times real fast?
Like, Peter Piper picked a pickle peppers. That's the Indian way.
Peter Piper picked a pepper.
You messed up my moderating now. I don't know where I was.
Say that in your Russian voice, Steve.
Yes.
Yes, but yes, the Peter Piper picked pepper. Yes.
Is that Russian?
I don't know. I can't switch. I can't switch that quick. I get it wrong.
I don't know what the hell that was, but I don't think.
I don't know either.
Sound like
I just talk like that.
Sound like a half of India and half of Russian to me. You know.
Yeah. See, because I switched from the Indian to that, and yeah, and then
Hey, guys.
maybe a little Yugoslavian or something in there. I don't know.
Remember to grow your guys' channel, man. Connect, hit each other up, support each other. That's how we all grow.
Oh, pickled. I couldn't even say it. Pickled pecker
What?
is Russian.
It's a gay-friendly channel. Yeah. As long as you don't hit on me.
Wait, who said that?
Pickled pecker.
Pickled pecker. Yeah, we don't judge.
We were just talking about pickled peppers, and all of a sudden one popped up in chat.
Pickled pecker. There's Axe and Nacho.
Hey.
But yeah, pickled pecker. We don't judge.
No. It's your home and your bedroom, brother.
And we're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time.
Joel, so glad to see you. Man, you guys got to check her song out. I'm telling you. It's fire.
Oh, dude, yeah. Axe played the other night. Axe played one of Javel's songs. It was really good.
Alanis Morissette. She sounds
Yep.
exactly like her.
Yep.
Axe jammed it out, man, Wednesday. It was
Dude,
rap.
I almost wore my Axe and Nacho shirt today too, but it's literally in the washing machine right now.
They had this duck race, and they were giving away prizes, and I swear to you, my duck had one leg.
I picked number 42, and I think 42 won, but I didn't say nothing.
I picked 37, right? And it was like the only duck that didn't swim the entire race.
It was pickled by a pecker.
Well, it got peppered.
Well, I'll tell you
and
what.
lost the leg.
Talk about ducks. We're all going to turn into ducks around here if it don't stop raining pretty darn soon. I mean, man, it's been raining here for the last 2 weeks or more straight.
You're in
They might
Texas,
skip a
Ronnie,
day.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you guys been getting bad weather.
You ain't kidding. It's supposed to be some more really bad weather through here tonight. Late tonight, around 3 o'clock in the morning.
Those are the worst.
You ain't kidding. Well, I hope I can go to sleep if I can. You'll just have to blow my ass away or wash me away, whatever. Because I'm going to be asleep.
Well, if you take some more of that pine tar, you won't wake up for a couple of days.
No, it don't. It don't bother me like that quite so much anymore, pine tar.
It won't bother you at all that it's storming.
But I know one thing, that stuff, it makes me feel so bad the next time I'm talking about RSO now. It makes me feel so bad the next day, all the next day. I can't do anything. I mean, I'm just so... talk about loss of energy, and you mix that with RSO. Now, I'm telling you the truth, man. You ain't going to do it. You might as well be paralyzed because you're not going to be doing much.
So is there anything that works, Ronnie? Like Motrin or anything that works?
Not that I've found yet.
That's why I've never been a big smoker, that kind of smoker, because I always call it the weed hangover. Because seriously, if I smoke, it's like, yeah, I'll enjoy it, but I have to be alone. I can't be around people because I get paranoid. But I'll enjoy it. But then the next day, I call it a weed hangover because I'm just like exhausted and like drained.
So just so the chat knows, if you're
Hey,
around
Andy.
Steve and he's had some of that pine tar, sleep with your booty to the wall. That's all I'm saying.
Well, if he's had some of it, he ain't gonna be doing much of anything except sleeping.
Right.
Oh,
I get in deep thought too, man. I swear I think of the craziest shit, but then I don't remember it. So it's like, you know.
That's
oh,
what
really?
it does. Yes, thoughts go by in your mind. They go by so fast that you can't keep up with them. And there's one every once in a while goes by that you really want to think about, but you can't remember what the hell it was.
That's me every
Right.
time I go to the garage. I go out to the garage, I'm like, what am I out here for? You think
Yeah.
I'm kidding? I'm not kidding. I go out there, I'm like, what was I out here
Oh,
for?
yeah, Southern.
No, it's absolute truth, Dave. I know you're telling the truth there, brother. I've done it too many times.
That's why That's why I stick with Southern Sown and Grown. I stick to the drinking.
Wendy's good people.
I don't drink anymore, and I don't do pot no more. I mean,
I
I never
think
did
I
do
got
much
everybody.
pot, but
You guys scroll back up in the chat. Everybody's link should be out there.
Dave's been pecking on that typewriter of his now for the last hour and a half.
Pecker.
Typewriter.
It's the old one, you know, with the dry erase board above it.
That brings back memories, typewriter, because, well, Dave, you remember how my dad was always the secretary for the bowling leagues?
Oh, yeah.
And back in the day, he would type up the sheets every week. And then I remember, I don't know, I was like 11, 12, and like a new updated typewriter came out where it was like real fancy and shit. And he bought one of those, and it was like before internet and shit, you know. But it was just so cool because like, ooh, look at that fancy typewriter. But yeah, nostalgic, brings back memories.
You know, you remember like typing a whole page and then like right the last sentence you screw up a word. And I didn't have any erase. I didn't have any erasing typewriter either.
No, like that was the updated one my dad got, that you just like oops, and then you just hit it and it tink and it erases it, which was cool. But yeah, then you got to have whiteout, and then it's obvious.
No, they ought to make you start all over. I mean, write the whole thing all over again. Forget the whiteout. You got to have to write the whole thing over again, whatever it was, even if it's a book. I got to see Dave doing that.
Hey, I remember Montgomery Awards, and I'm not this old. I saw it on YouTube maybe, but you know, where they take your credit card and put it in the machine and then swipe it, and there'd be a carbon copy, and they'd give you a copy and keep a copy. Anybody remember that?
What's up, Eli?
Yep. Yeah, aloha, Eli. Nah, I remember that, Dave.
Hey, Patriot. Oh, Progressive.
Well,
I like that. That's a good name.
I never did do typing, so I don't know anything about it. That's why it takes me so long to type anything in here, because I'm a one finger wonder.
Me too.
I mean,
me too. I'm like the tink, 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 tink.
I mean, I'm this finger. That's only one. Pink,
just tell the truth. We're peckers. That's just what it is.
Not pickle either. Not yet, anyway.
No, don't pickle it. There we go.
Well, no, hey, Eli, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like what's gonna happen from that? What are your thoughts, brother? Like, where is that going? JDL. Aloha, JDL. Good to see you.
In the house. Yeah, I met JDL over at Axe's place. Pretty good dude. Check out his channel.
Oh yeah, I'm subscribed. JDL's cool. JDL's got some badass shit.
Oh yeah. Let's see here. I'm trying to find this song here.
Don't be fooled by the progressive in the name. Are you still stuck at just well, you're a patriot now. Okay, I got you. I mean, when you take off the progressive, it's patriot. So I was going to say you're stuck back at being a Democrat again, but no. Listen with you, Eli.
But well, earlier when he said this place, I forgot what he said now, but something about this place. And when yeah, right here, this place has always been a great vibe. But when I read it real quick and I thought it said police because I had the cops knocking on my door today.
You did?
Really?
Yeah, I was like, what the? But it was
Who'd you
weird
murder?
because you know how when nothing.
Yeah, he probably beat up the neighbor again.
No, but I actually, honestly, too, the way I feel, my personal opinion about police and the law and all that, this was the coolest cop I've ever met, dude. But the weird thing is, you know, when cops usually knock, it's like, don't, like, you know, it's like, dude, are you trying to beat my door down? It's like, hell yeah, that's what they're trying to do. But this, I was doing stuff, and then I thought I heard something, but it was real like a you know, and I'm like, ah, dude, that's maybe my tinnitus is kicking in, and my ears are just gonna start ringing or something, and then I thought I heard it again, so I'm like, what the hell? So I'm like, Pablo, what is that? I talked to Pablo all day, and I forgot I had something on, I had music on or something, and I muted it, and I'm sitting here, it's like not moving. I'm like, shh, Pablo, don't say nothing. And then I'm listening. And then I heard it again, and I'm like, dude, someone is knocking. I'm like, why would you knock so quiet? So anyway, as I open the door, he's like walking away, and then he hears me open the door, and he's all, oh, hey. And he turns around, he holds his badge out, and he's like, I don't remember his name, but he's like, I'm da-da-da, Honolulu Police Department. And I'm like, oh, shit, what's up? And he goes,
5-0 done busted your ass, huh?
I was about, literally, my first reaction was going to be like, I do not consent to any search or seizure.
I'll be like,
search me, boy. Come on, if you
in.
don't have a warrant, get off my property. That's literally everything I was ready to say, and I was grabbing my phone to start recording. And he goes, oh no, I'm not here for you. We're just we're doing a backup or a background check on someone that, you know, and he hasn't lived here since March of 2023, but he was one of your neighbors. So like we do the full background, and then he shows me a picture of the guy, and I'm like, I ain't never seen that dude. And the dude, like, I'm looking at the house that the dude used to live in right now. My back door is right there. And then never seen the dude in my life. But
you should have said anyway, he's the best guy ever met. I don't know if he how good the record he's got or how good he don't, but he's a great
said, do you
guy.
need a plumber? Need a plumber?
Right. Well, it threw me. The whole thing threw me off. So I was actually but after he explained all that, I just started talking to him. I was like, oh, no shit, man. I'm like, hey, you threw me off, dude. I'm like, and I told him how I felt about cops. I'm like, I don't like you guys. I don't trust you. I think you're all corrupt. And he's like, oh, okay. And then we just like talked for like 20 minutes.
Steven, be nice to the police.
Did he ever admit that they are corrupt?
He was the coolest cop I have ever met. And I never thought those words would come out of my mouth, that any cop is cool. But he was, dude. He was cool. So he was so cool that I felt comfortable telling him how I feel about the cops.
Yeah.
I worked with a couple when I worked at a couple of cops, and I worked at the college back many years ago. Junior college is a county college, and the sheriff's deputies, you know, they come on my shift. Is when they come on. I worked 2 till 11. At night, and they'd come on in the afternoon and be there. And I was their boss, believe it or not. I love being their damn boss, man. But because I worked for the college, you know, they were just they were kind of underemployees, I guess you'd say. But they were some good guys. Every one of them were. You know, when you just sitting and talking to them. But now, when it came to their jobs, they would arrest my ass as soon as I walked out the door if they'd have needed to.
Yeah,
no problem at all.
Yeah, you get it. Yeah,
you got to be cold-blooded, man.
That's what it is. Once they put that, well, I call it a clown uniform, but once they put that clown uniform on, their ego kicks in, and then.
Yep.
But cool thing about this guy is he had, well, he didn't have an actual uniform on, but you know, he had the badge hanging around his neck and all that shit. But he had no ego. It was super cool. I was like, wow, I don't think I've ever met a cop that didn't have an ego.
He must have been a detective.
Effective detective.
Of course, they're all detective,
Right.
If you guys want to check out Jovel's song, the link's in the chat. You won't be sorry.
Now, I'm sure there's some good cops out there, but I just think they're far and few in between myself.
Right. Right. Well, see, I think there's good cops out there, but I don't think there's good cops. I think there is, but they're only good cops when they're not wearing the uniform, if that makes any sense,
And I'm on the other side. I like cops, so they don't bother me. I don't have bad experiences.
Well, I had neither, but
no offense or anything. I haven't felt that.
James just gave the best advice you could ever give anyone. Never talk to them, even if because it happens all the time. People get pulled over, people get, busted by the cops or whatever. And then the cops being cool and the person's thinking, oh, I could talk my way out of it. No, shut the up. That's what the Fifth Amendment is for. Your right to remain silent. Don't tell the cops anything. Because what does the Miranda right say? Anything you say can and will be used against you.
Well, they tell you the truth right there. They tell you if you talk, we're going to use it against you. So if you talk, then you're the dummy.
Well, that's true. Can't deny that fact.
I mean, you're going to get a much better court date without talking most time. Reduced charge, or we all make mistakes, man. So,
well, the problem with it is, and I know we talked about this before, but the problem with the police is they should be called what they actually are, and that's policy. They're policy enforcers. Police is just short for that. But if they were what they're supposed to be and enforce citizens' rights, and the laws, the real laws, instead of what the mayor and the city council and this guy or that guy, his friend, whatever wants done, it'd be a much better country. But they're not going to do that because if they do, they won't keep a job. And they like that authority stuff,
That's kind of just like Congress, or anything else.
Yeah.
I mean, look what happens if someone goes against AOC or something publicly. They try to eat them alive.
Yep. I just know that as far as my part goes, I'm going to stay as far away from them as I can, and I hope they stay as far away from me as they can. And we'll get along fine.
Now, Axe is in a totally different position because he's in Canada.
Canada. He's in Canada.
Yeah, so we've watched the news. It's a little bit different there. So there, I might have a different take.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I watch a few auditing channels in Canada that are pretty good. It's for the most part, it's pretty similar.
Yeah, but if you hurt people, like say you come on YouTube and you hurt someone's feelings, or
I do that all the time.
Right, but there you might get somebody knocking on your door.
Yeah. You get like a ticket or a fine if you have a FJB flag waving in front of your house. You get like a ticket for it.
I think here in Texas they probably give you an award for it. Maybe $1,000 or so.
That's just like Florida.
Yeah.
My son went to Florida. He loves Florida. He's like, oh my gosh, everything's like great.
Oh, look at this, Ronnie. Remember like 6 months ago we tried getting this guy up here?
Yeah, I do. Darn him.
Oh, there we go. What's up, brother?
Howdy, gentlemen. Howdy. How are y'all doing?
Good. How are you, man?
Good, man. It's been a stir crazy day, but it's back to work tomorrow. It's just great to be here again. I've been ghost watching you for a while, but I don't know, felt weird about commenting.
Closet creeper. Just kidding.
I always wondered that because it'd always be like, let's say there's like 30 people in chat, but then I'm counting. I'm like, only like 12 people there. So like, who are these other 15, 18 people,
Just What was that? Voters?
Probably at work, listening on their headphones, or
Well, that's what I do because I listen to a lot of channels when I'm at work. I got my earbuds in. Boom, all the
Sadly,
time.
from a lot of my experience in general, I have a slightly more less optimistic look on it. I believe that there's a lot of ghost watchers that are just trying to wait for something that could be turned around or spewed up out of context. But you got to learn to disassociate from any of the negativity or the fear if you put yourself out there on a public level.
That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
If you don't, you might as well not even come on because, I mean, if you can't talk about what you want to talk about when you came on, what's the point in being on? There is none, in my opinion.
That's why you have to embrace the I don't give a F and just go and roll with your heart on your sleeve. Been quite a journey, man. Quite a journey. But I've been done with the progressive part in my name since like Bernie Sanders. And because it's stuck in the middle, every time I had to look up the actual receipts of a media outlet claiming Trump was the devil, I always found out they were lying. So slowly but surely, my intention was to be a representation of the left, and then I got gleaned in and pushed away from the left and pulled.
Y'all won't believe this. I played a video last night that was actually dissing Trump. I mean, this guy hated Trump so bad it wasn't even funny. Y'all should have seen that. I mean, you wouldn't believe it was on my channel, but I actually played it just so I could get some good laughs out of it and get mad.
It's good to see what the other side or whatever you want to call that is doing. Know your enemy, or know what you're up against. It's the herd mentality thinking that always scares the ever-living crap out of me. Just because somebody says it's true, nobody wants to say they're wrong, so they'll just go into large groups just to hear that confirmation bias. They don't want to be challenged. They want to be told, oh yeah, I'm right, we're right. That's what the charges are to me. That's the Democrat saying, look, we told you so. Now he's a real felon. First time in big history. It's all I've been hearing all day on the media. History being made. First president. You got to be kidding me, man. And we got Biden in office, and I was listening to some pundit saying, I remember the guttural way they were saying lock her up when Hillary was on the stage. Oh, my God, so frightening. God.
Every time I hear the media talk, it's like,
yeah. Boy, somebody cut a good one. Was that you, Dave?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And it's like a double one.
He just
that one that just hangs around.
Ain't there to smell that thing.
Oh.
No, but you know what, Eli? I think they're doing. That's what I was telling Steve a while ago. I don't know if he was here then, but I think this is all. This is my opinion only, but I think it's all been set up to go like this because what they're going to do, and you watch, it's going to boomerang on them one way or another. Because what they're going to do is they're going to take all this they've done to Trump here, and they're going to investigate every president before him. And I'm talking about Clintons, Obamas, the Bushes, all of them.
Like bringing that up, you can say this is all speculation, but just do a simple Google search of Hillary Clinton and whistleblowers and look at the list. How many names are there that are no longer on this earth? Okay, 42. I've done many lives about it, and I've read almost every single case. If any of them had to do with medical records or anything had to do with something politically corrupt, just gone, amazingly gone. But somehow, Trump, 34 counts of what? I don't even know. I've yet to do my homework. I'm just disgusted.
I don't think anybody knows.
That's the thing. Like, that's a big tactic. That's why I adopted this term slow drip media, because they feed so little information over such a long span of time that we even forget what it even started for. Like me just saying, no, I don't want to say any words that'll get you in trouble. Just there's a lot of things in general. A certain man with the E name, with the Steen at the end, slow drip, suddenly it's like we don't care, but we know it's there.
He's still alive anyways.
I mean, I think that's a huge possibility. I don't know. I never pretend to know.
Well, I'll bet you, I'd bet $1 to a hole in a donut this all turns around, boomerangs like hell on them at some point.
Yeah.
It won't be long, and they're going to be wishing they had never done this.
So you're proposing that it'll set a new precedent that they'll actually do this retroactively. I fear that they won't do that. The status quo won't. But I hope independent journalists or whatever's left of journalism actually does that. And the boomerang effect, I can say at least with some level of confidence, it seems to have been that way every time they've done something towards Trump. It always hits them hard in a backlash. I hope we see our backlash.
This won't be done by regular juries and things like that. I'll put it like that. You know, the boomerang effect that I'm talking about, it won't be done by regular juries.
I think we already started seeing some.
I hope we make it to the election, honestly, sometimes. I think, are we going to get to November?
I don't think so. I don't think there've been an election myself.
I mean,
we'll see, but
the way the stuff's going, we're throwing weapons everywhere to all these countries. And I just read that Joe Biden said it's gave Ukraine the okay to use American missiles inside of Russia. Just like 3 hours ago, I read that.
There's a lot of scary conflict going on simultaneously.
So imagine, right? Imagine Russia's in Mexico, right? And they're firing missiles into the U.S. that are made by Russia. How do we feel about that?
We should feel pretty damn outraged, in general.
And we're talking about, Putin's not a weakling like another guy I could talk about. Can't stand up.
Yeah, no, I mean, just look up the nuclear warhead ratio. There's only about, 5 superpower countries, and I think Russia is like the second or the third. We're the first. China and Russia, I think, second, third, maybe.
I don't believe that Russia says things that they don't mean either. I mean, some of it's bluster and propaganda, but I do believe at the end of the day that if we pin them in a corner, they'll do something.
Oh, there's going to be, we're going to come very close to nuclear war. I could almost guarantee you that before it's all said and done. Very, very close. I don't think
isn't everything, not everything, but isn't most of the shit we hear bullshit anyway? I mean,
yes.
Right, example, I used to think this too until I met some great friends in Australia, but I used to think that they took all their guns and everything, right? That's not true.
I thought that same thing.
Right.
They still have them? I didn't know that.
Exactly.
You got a fair share of propaganda about Australia to frame a narrative for the Democrats to run at the whole take our firearms away thing.
Yep.
They would love to. And that's
I remember
that's another thing this is all about with Trump. They're wanting to start a new civil war. That's what they're wanting to do.
I feel like all of the how do you say this with a plural, crises that are occurring just one after another, it pigeonholes a voter, or at least that's what the media mind frame would want you to think. Like your average voter that just does the process without any passion, that's the blue no matter who. That's the party ticket kind of voter. That's the Kennedy family that disavowed RFK because he wouldn't vote for their party and is running independent. There's the only people I have my eye on is RFK and Vivek. I hope he goes VP for Trump, even though people were saying he was a plant. I like Vivek a lot, and I like RFK a lot.
You know, one thing about Vivek that I saw personally is I did some research on him, and there was a couple speeches that he did, and I liked him. I really liked him. But some of his speeches lined up almost word for word with Barack Obama. Some speeches that he did.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, if you put them like next to each other, literally maybe a couple words in between, but same type of language.
I haven't paid enough attention to him myself to know one way or the other.
Wouldn't be the first time I've heard that, but that's something I have to, research into.
But I'll tell you what, if you love JFK, RFK, you're going to really love JFK Jr.
RFK's in good shape.
Hell yeah, he is.
Yeah,
my brother showed me the other day, and I'm like, holy crap!
Y'all didn't hear what I said, did you?
What the Junior?
Yeah, you're gonna love Junior.
He's using a platform. He's speaking some truth.
Well, Junior was the one that supposedly killed in 2009 in the plane crash.
Oh,
okay. That's JFK's son. The president's son, ex-president's son. But anyway, he was supposedly killed, but he was not killed. I mean, I got a dozen pictures. I got more than a dozen pictures of him on my channel. But I guarantee you, I'd almost bet money on this too, that he's going to be Trump's running mate. Matter of fact, I think he's already vice president under Trump. Now, this is all very complicated, you know. I mean, you can't explain it. No one could, I don't think, in an hour, much less 10 minutes or less.
I think Trump would be really smart to pick a very intelligent black guy to run with that's overqualified for the position.
Terrence Howard.
Oh man, he's really trending right now. So you know,
I know that's the only reason it popped in my head. So like this guy like redid the Element, whatever. I don't know.
Well, there's that. But what's crazy to me that I didn't know is that he was the first one. Literally, I mean, it's a technology that's been sitting in my home forever. But he patented the idea of VR technology before it was even in practice. Now that's crazy, but he gave it up because they were billing him a bunch, or which would serve as a whole. The system doesn't want independent people to have nice things, but apparently the dude's an absolute genius. I had no idea.
I didn't even know that what you just said about. Wow,
it's in that 3-hour Rogan interview.
I only watched like 40 minutes of it, but
God, it's 3 hours long.
Yeah,
dude, the 40 minutes I watched was like, whoa, this is like, is this real?
They don't stop until the conversation stops. Before that, one of the most interesting things that Rogan had was there's this guy that's really popular. He had a Netflix special, and he's always talking about an alien race that were all white, that came to all predated civilizations, Atlantis, and taught all the civilizations that ever got high up there in technology how to do what they did. And then they on the same show, they brought a real archaeologist on to debate the guy. Very interesting watch. Don't think it did a lot of credit for the guy who claimed these things. He's just got a lot of like, well, what if you're wrong, and no receipts kind of a deal. But still, it's fascinating.
Yeah.
I think RFK is going to do more polling of votes for Biden than he's going to do anything. Like, he might get a few Republicans here and there, but I think he's going to pull from Joe.
There's definitely Republicans that want to disassociate from Trump, but I think Trump has got a legitimate hold on the heartstrings of the people with everything that we've watched them go through.
Hey, Joe, I'm not sure what you're talking about, bud.
Yeah, I was noticing that too, which
I don't know what he's talking about.
Did I miss anything interesting?
No, just something about the link that Dave dropped, but Dave's has been dropping everybody's link. So
yeah, he dropped
drop it like it's hot, baby.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Wait, James said something about Tulsi Gabbard. Now, Tulsi, man, she's from Hawaii.
Oh,
and yeah, she's I don't know. She's part of the reason that I think it doesn't matter if you're left or right, red or blue. The government don't give up about you, because behind the curtain, behind closed doors, they're all sipping champagne and smoking cigars and going, "We got them just where we want them."
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Right? Yeah. Yep.
Were you a fan? Are you a fan of Tulsi Gabbard or not?
I'm not a fan of government, period, right now.
Amen. With you right there. The system doesn't serve us, but how about Tulsi as an individual?
Oh, I met her. She's seems cool. I mean, I think I'm a pretty decent judge of character, but I still think she's corrupt.
I agree with X on that one.
They went pretty far to disavow, or not disavow, or to make her look bad. There was a foundation that gave her an award of some kind. So now, and she didn't know what foundation it was. It was just an award that said you did something for peace. Then if you go ahead and Google the foundation, it's something all shady and nefarious. So I don't know if that was a way that somebody got you in government, or, who knows anymore. There is nothing to trust. We are in a fractured system that inspires nothing in anybody except, paranoia and even maybe hatred.
And fear.
Yeah.
Fear. that's where all the division slides in, right? Like,
well, and they always take things in the name of safety. It's always in the name of safety we lose little
Yeah,
by little.
the greater good is always the champion of. I hate that. I hate that line of thinking. That takes me back to the great C word, which we're allowed to say, but I don't read it on other people's channels.
And that's what this whole thing has been about ever since Trump took office, is teaching people what they've been doing to us, how they've been doing it, how they've been lying, and then writing laws behind our backs, like the Obama insurance thing, what the Obamacare. That was the same thing. They wrote all that up. Congress didn't even read it, passed it. Then what's her name say?
Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah, we got to pass it before we can read it.
Yeah,
that's what she said. I mean, and that's what they've been doing all along, though. They've been making all these funky laws, and then at the end of these presidents' terms, they write out their little presidential directives, and that's what they follow for the next, until the next president writes his own. And that's what Trump did this time. That's one of the reasons they went into Mar-a-Lago was they weren't just hunting for the nuclear codes and stuff like that. They were hunting for those PADs. That's exactly what they were looking for.
I'm pretty sure every president that ever was took documents when they left.
That's a fact.
Pretty sure that's like a normal practice. But
they did.
They're not busting down the doors of anybody else but the one.
I think the whole witch hunt thing, which it's amazing how long it's been going on, if you really take a moment to think about it, that will, I think, inspire the people that have been with him from day one to want to stick with him, which is why I don't think these convictions are going to hurt him. It's just going to give the media more slander to throw at him and say, look, now we actually have documentation, unlike the Steele dossier, which we found out was spearheaded by the Clintons and the FBI, a literal collusion that they accused Trump of.
Well, myself, I think it's all funny myself.
And this show is for entertainment purposes only, and we love you, YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've never had any trouble with YouTube.
But be honest, though, like, think about back in, like, 2019. Like, I could think of dozens of people that were like, oh, fuck Trump. I'm voting Biden.
I was one of them.
Come on. Right. But do you know anyone now? Like, I can't, I mean, I think I do know, like, at least 2 or 3 people that are still on that train of, Trump is the worst person in the world, no matter what. And life is so much better under Biden. But other than that, compared to like 4 or 5 years ago,
I got told at work, right? I got told at work that I was talking to this guy, and I told him that the border's wide open, and that's not a good thing. And that was enough to trigger him. And he got all upset, and then we had like this 45-minute conversation about how that's ridiculous, and how do we find out who's good from bad, and all this stuff. And he was for letting people in over the border illegally.
Look at the bluest states on our map and look at how their crime is and how many. Like, I have this weird thing about watching every like Senate hearing I can, and like Mayorkas and people in charge of our immigration, they get spanked every time they're on there. These are the people whose checks come from our tax dollars, and they are way above the means of what their paycheck should be. The system is rigged for everybody to benefit for themselves and not by serving the people. So the system within, it's literally legal to pay to play. It's legal corruption. We have to change the system. But who knows how?
Do you guys remember Millie?
I can tell you how we can change it, but this is it probably really piss you off, Eli.
I don't know about that.
Well, if you heard the story, it probably would. But the thing is, we've had these people called Khazarians in charge of us for years and years and years, hundreds of years. They're Nazis is what they are. But you have to look up Khazaria and understand what Khazaria is and what they did and how they got in control of everything. That's who's in control of the world now. The United States, except for Russia now. They're not in charge of Russia, and I don't think they're in charge of China anymore either. Maybe a little bit, but that was the CCP, and the CCP is about gone in China, if not totally gone. But they are the ones that have had control all this time, and they are the ones that have been taken out. But these people in Congress, our congressmen, senators, and everything, the majority of them are Khazarians. And it's the same way. And we're like well, I'll put it like this. Israel and the United States are basically the same thing when it comes to our leaders. And what they've done is that I can't say that because I'll get Steve a strike, and I don't want to do that. I would love to tell you, but I don't want to get Steve a strike.
It's not the first time I've heard this name, but
people got to do their own research and come to their own conclusions.
You do, but when you find out what Khazari is and how it came up from there, you'll have a good understanding of it.
Well, that being a much broader approach, I think the fact that we know only 8 companies own every business in America should be enough to vex us. So it shows that the small rule the majority. That should always piss us off. We're not constituents, man. We're herd. We're sheep. We're treated as such.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like Joker says, like those are 2 out of the 8 companies right there.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's part of that's the same thing. That's what the Khazarian is. This is their plan. Their whole plan is what they've been doing to us all these years. It's like they at least accused Nazi Germany of, and that's why they were called Nazis, is because they took on so many.
Snap!
I lost my train. Oh, Heather Joy, what's up, Heather?
Hey, Heather.
Hello.
How are you?
I am well. I've been outside all day long, and a little while ago, the next door neighbor's little girls came over screaming about baby chicks. One of my hens had gone broody in their wood pile, and all the chicks were beginning to hatch.
Oh, sweet.
So I got all these new babies.
Woohoo, send them my way. I need some chickens.
Hey, a lot of them are going in the freezer when they're ready.
Oh, snap. Peter's going to be calling tomorrow.
I had a crappy joke in my head when she said new babies. I was like, uh-oh, don't tell the Democrats.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, what are we talking about tonight?
We're talking about this.
And how that's what we hear every time.
Yeah. Yeah, a bunch of that happened today on the news.
No kidding. I just came in and saw the verdict for Trump.
34 charges.
Yeah.
For what? For falsifying. I thought it was about Stormy Daniels. Like, it's gone in so many directions. They want us confused, but I intend to get to as bottom of this cesspool as I can. I want to understand what they actually got him for.
Yeah. But if you when you guys are done, if you have the chance, check out Jacob Israel's channel. He did a live stream tonight, and you won't believe the really weird coincidences that have everything to do with this verdict. It's really interesting.
Coincidences challenge my mind the most because I think of myself as a very pragmatic man, and I don't take a lot of stake into
I don't believe in coincidence.
I don't either.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. So that's why I like to do my research.
My son was on. We were talking about this in the car, and he was on the phone and he was looking it up because I asked him, what happened with the trial. As soon as he opened up that particular news article, his phone went into SOS mode, and he couldn't do anything with his phone. It said it couldn't connect to a network. It was almost like, the chip inside had fried or something. And he restarted it. He did everything he knew to do. And it wasn't until like 2 hours later that it came back. And so I looked up Verizon outages, and it's, I guess, all over the United States. I don't know how many.
Well, mine's Verizon, and I'm good.
It was kind of like a media. Well, do you have an Android? Because
I do.
It was Apple. Mostly
Apple, okay. Yeah, I have an Android.
Here.
So
it
was weird, though. It was a weird coincidence.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you guys, but anyway.
Not at all. This is one thing I always loved about Steve's channel, Ronnie's channel. You can always come right in at any time. It's just such a free flow.
They're awesome.
Is this the right guy you were talking about, Heather?
Yep.
It's almost unbelievable to think, how could such a thing happen? 34 charges brought up.
I don't want to get copyrights, but I just want to make sure because
that's the one.
Like, if I was to ask everybody, this is just for my own curiosity. If I was to say, hey guys, there's 34 felony counts, what would, like, does anybody, aside from me saying falsifying business documents, what comes to mind? Because I thought this was Stormy Daniels.
That's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought. Stormy Daniels, the hush money or whatever.
Okay, that's the first word that comes up in my first search on a separate engine by the Virginia Mercury is 34 counts in New York hush money trial. And now I'm just going to be doing my digging from there. But all these dates, man, they're all over the place.
So here's the thing, too. Even if he paid her off, right? That was 6 or 7 years ago, right? So she said nothing all this time. She just spent the money or whatever she did. Everything was fine. They agreed on the money, and it got paid. It didn't get paid through him. They got paid through his lawyer. Or whatever. So they were fine with it. She took the money. It was done. So how did it come back up?
I think Michael Cohen screwed the pooch a lot when he was representing.
Isn't Michael Cohen a convicted felon who got disbarred?
He's disbarred and for perjury. I think did time. He tried to be Trump's man, and then he flip flopped, man.
And he's sitting there prosecuting. He's a felon.
Connie,
this is all a farce, guys.
It is
nonsense.
It's exactly what it is.
I want to get CanCon's thoughts on this. I'm going to be reaching out to him.
Hello, Connie. Well,
we know that there's. Oh, sorry.
Now, I was just going to say this has all been set up from the go. I'm telling you, that's what it is. When Trump first came into office, they had a plan, a big plan, and I ain't talking about a year or two plan. That plan is still ongoing. And that plan, everything you've seen since Trump came into office, even before he came into office, is what this is all about. And it's going to continue happening until they've got control of all these crooks. These crooks are going to be taken down. And most of them already have, whether you believe it or not. Now, I'm talking about, the big guys. I ain't going to say who, but, the guys that are supposed to be our rulers and stuff have all been taken down. And they're right now, in my strong opinion, are just they're doing a play. It's an act.
It's a movie, like they said.
Yes, exactly.
See, all right.
That's what it is.
I have an official article in front of me. Show me the connection. I'm just going to read one sentence. This should confuse everybody. Jurors in New York State Court on Thursday found Donald Trump guilty on all 34 felony counts of falsifying business records to cover up hush money payments to a porn star, ultimately to influence the outcome of the 2016 presidential election. How do you connect that with? Like, that's so bizarre. What a wild reach.
It's even more bizarre when you take into account that Cohen himself said that Trump didn't even know about the payments, that it come out of Cohen's funds.
Yeah.
It didn't come out of Trump's.
He knew about it. It's not illegal. It's a settlement between two people. She agreed not to talk. He gave her money. She said, okay.
Yeah, if he done that,
how is that illegal?
Right. But he didn't do that, though. Cohen's one that did it. Why he paid her, I don't know. But he did pay her. According to him, out of his own funds. And
it happens every day. I'm sure it happens in Congress every day.
I hope people hold our esteemed JFK to the same standard. With he had affairs. Jeez, man.
Yep.
How about Clinton?
Like you said, Dave, every day even like local, like the smallest politicians you can think of, it happens every day.
Yeah, so, we had a big one here when I was still a Bernie Sanders guy. I forget what the guy's name. Forgive my my description here. He was a renowned, black gentleman that I was going to vote for because he got the Bernie nod, and then he gets caught with a tranny and a bunch of, Krizak.
Oh yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, right off the back.
So
muscle relaxers and all kinds of good stuff there to help him, take the pain.
And it's all on camera. It's like, okay, well, that you can't. That's not admissible. Somehow.
We all got played, man, and I think this was I don't know what jurisdiction, but this is not the highest court. This is gonna keep going, and it's just gonna be more fodder and ammunition for the Dems and the media to throw at Trump and his supporters. That's all. That's the whole agenda.
So my brother says the hush money is not illegal. The charges are due to bookkeeping irregularities.
And that's not Trump's fault.
Well, he doesn't do his own books, so.
Yeah, precisely. I mean, that's one glaring fact. This is just such a double standard. And this should have been held to everybody's feet that's had that title of president. Everybody's going to get something coming up on them. They're going to act like, oh, this is history made. Yeah, because you guys finally went through with it. Never had the cojones to do it because you never had such an outsider on the inside before.
It's going to prove to be the worst thing they ever did.
That's what I think.
I believe it to be true, but I hope so.
Why y'all think they were trying so hard to keep Trump from getting the presidency to begin with? I mean everything. They had Republicans, everybody coming out against him that they could think of, saying, "Oh, don't vote for him. He'll never make it anyway. You're just wasting your vote." Blah blah blah.
Did you guys see Robert De Niro just shows up across the street and does this stupid whatever he did?
That broke my heart.
Oh, there were so many people there that got him so mad.
Tell me that wasn't staged. It's all an act. He just shows up and does a bit. Oh yeah, yesterday.
Lisa.
He showed up and he's like, "Yeah, Trump's just you're all a bunch of gangsters." He's talking to the crowd. "You're gangsters. You're just a bunch of." And then this other guy's like, "You're a mook. You're a mook, Robert.
Oh, yeah.
You're a mook."
Dude, that really broke my heart because I think we all collectively love his job, like what he's done with his acting career. But
great actor.
When this mook goes out and starts to think he's relevant in our voting process, you've crossed the line.
Amen.
Great in the movies, brother. We respect you on that screen, but out here in the real world, where the real decisions are getting made, stay in your lane, son.
Yeah,
you know what he said?
Exactly.
Listen.
Stick to acting, which you're good at.
I kid you not. He literally said, "I'm so ADHD right now. Sorry, I'm talking over you." He literally says, "If Trump gets in, he'll be the president forever. He'll never leave." He actually said that on freaking TV.
More fear tactics.
The Twin Towers fell just over here, just over there. This part of the city was like a ghost town. But we vowed we would not allow terrorists to change our way of life. And we started the Tribeca Festival to bring people back. I love the city. I love the city. I don't want to destroy it. Donald Trump wants to destroy not only the city, but the country, and eventually he could destroy the world.
Eventually the world?
Destroy his world.
Right, he wants to destroy the world now, guys. He's like Godzilla.
Right. He's one of the people that are still hardcore, like I even ask people that are still hardcore against Trump, and I'm like, do you really think that life is better now than it was when Trump was president? And they're like, oh, hell yeah. Like, he really believes that too.
Purely out of spite. Well,
okay,
then
but
again, when you
JB's
got
the
money
one
like
destroying
this,
the world.
right.
Hello.
Well, and Trump is actually the one destroying it, but he's destroying their world. He's not destroying ours. He's having destroyed a little bit of ours to destroy theirs. But the whole point is destroy people like assholes theirs world. And the real Joe Biden's world, not the one we look at every day.
Look how many wars have started in the last 3 years.
Yep.
And same thing, military complex.
What a shameful way to open up his entire little speech there. Somehow he's doing like a little psychological tactic. 9/11 equals bad and tragic, and then go ahead and segue it into Trump is bad and evil.
Oh yeah.
And somehow,
it is psychological because in people's heads they automatically think of 9/11 and like, oh, that was horrific, and now you're puts your brain in a state of vulnerability and panic, and then start planting seeds, and then
your confirmation bias. It's also dangerous. No, he can't have the presidency. He can't.
Yeah, Connie, my link is at the top of the chat, I think. And it up there, Steve, my link to my new channel. Or did you take it down?
Oh yeah. Yep, I got it right here. The new one, right? The one you were on last night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Platty, he was guilty on all 34 counts.
It's just so.
All
you know,
of them.
it gets
Every
me. They
single
keep stepping into every one of the traps that they set. Every trap that he set for them, they step right smack in them. It's just so funny, and that's what they've done this time. If they put him in jail, they'll step into their death trap. Then if they do that,
It is no accident how this search engine, when I use Google, is framed. All of the liberal mainstream outlets are the first ones, the first 2, 3, 4, 5 pages. It's incredible.
Wow. I'm not surprised.
They're loving it.
I mean, have you ever done a crime where you get never reduced charges, or you just get every single count was guilty? It's like, no, they're like, you weren't wearing the seatbelt, so we'll let you off on the seatbelt while we're writing you for the speeding, you know? Usually.
Yeah, and you're right, Dave, and that's another way to knowing that it's all a play. It's an act. It's a movie. It's like Q said. You know what makes a good movie? The actors. Or a good play is how he put it. Is actors. If you hadn't got good actors, the script don't mean anything. But if you got good actors and a good script, and that's what we're in. We're in a movie, and this is all acting. That's what it is.
I think some of the left, I mean, I don't want to pick on the left and hate on the left, but I also want to say
they make it easy. They make it easy.
They do, but I want to say that there is a portion of the left that's turning against their own party, and they see the garbage.
Who is? I hadn't seen them yet.
Maybe they don't have power or they're afraid, but I know they're out there. They got to see it.
The only one I've seen this really might be turning, or has been that way for a long time, is the guy from West Virginia, the senator. What's his name?
Manchin or whatever.
Yeah. Manchin. Yeah.
Manchin. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so true. Perpetual. So they
do.
Eli said it earlier. He's like, where I was, and then they were like, screw you, man. They got rid of you, right? Like.
Oh yeah. The second I would when I was still hardcore left progressive, anytime I would say a positive, just one little positive thing about Trump, it was like, oh my God, you have to be ostracized from the community. I felt pushed away. When I would speak up against how the trans thing is out of control, oh my God, you're a transphobic person now and you get away. So I went and got away, and now I'm with people that are at least a bit more rational minded.
Right. It's like you got to be a yes man. Like you can't think for yourself. You just have to be a yes man.
Or you're canceled. If you say one thing they don't like, you're canceled. There is no room for debate or common ground. It's just you're done.
That's kind of what happened. Like when I was on the Stuck in the Middle show, and there were some real diehards for me representing the left, and when they saw me starting to loosen up and get more friendly and open with people that represent the right, I got canceled. They started to do their thing. And it just gave me more resilience, to be like, look, here's why I wanted to show them why, but they're not willing to listen or see for themselves. They've already made up their minds.
That derangement syndrome is real.
Absolutely real.
Dude, and that's so true. And I'm not going to say this person's name, but this is a person I was talking to the other night on someone else's panel. But, and I was trying to dude, I'm not trying to change. I guess maybe I was, but I wasn't trying to change his mind. I was just trying to get him to see the truth, because, and I was saying it like this too, I've changed my mind about government in the past 4 years, but at the same time, think about it logically. And that's what I was trying to get him. And it didn't matter what I said. It was no, Trump is a dictator. He's the worst person. And and it
Trump
didn't matter what
devil,
I said.
Bobby.
His mind was made up,
You'll find statistically that these blue no matter who shills mostly come from extremely liberal families that have that media cycle on 24 hours a day. That's what I've seen,
Yep.
My daughter, my oldest daughter, does closed captioning for I think it's Vicom.
Man.
And so she does a lot of news, a lot of stuff like that, and she has the mainstream media that she has to do all the time, and she has for years, and she's she and her husband both do it. They're absolutely programmed. They are. But the other day she had to do a channel, I don't remember which one, and she called me up and she said, "Mom, I did this news, I did this news," and she had a bunch of questions. She said, "Is this true?" And I said, "Yeah," and it really made her think. So I have hope for my oldest now.
Whatever it takes.
That's the hardest thing, is watching a lot of our loved ones and people that we know better go through the process without entertaining, an alternative, because they've just sold themselves on this. I know I'm right. I have to be right. And if I found out I'm wrong, I'd feel like a fool. No, you're not. I've walked that path too. You have to be willing to be humbled. Eat your crow and look at the truth as it is.
Steve, when we had Adam on, he's a perfect example. He used to be all the way left.
Like right on wrong.
Oh yeah. That's Adam. You've heard of Adam Francisco, right, Eli?
Not a familiar name.
Oh no. Okay. Well, yeah, dude. We had him on for an interview, and I was shocked because he's like a hardcore Trump supporter. He's a flag waver. He's still, like, as we speak now, still doing this stuff.
Like pride walks.
He tells us, he's like, "Yeah, I used to be hardcore. I used to go to the pride," and I'm just like, "Whoa! I would have never expected that, like, ever."
Well, he said there was some things that he didn't like that were happening that were weird.
And I
calling it out.
Perpetual.
That's where it starts.
I've been saying this for 2 years, Perpetual. Doesn't matter if you're left or right, red or blue, the government doesn't give a fuck about you.
This is what
exactly.
They say,
I'm going to make that my new merch.
I agree. That's exactly the way it has been for all these years. But if I'm right, and I think I am, when this is all said and done, we're going to have a much better, much smaller government that is ran the way it's supposed to be ran.
Exactly.
I sure hope so.
I envy the optimism. I want that to be true.
The world is much better off when big government goes away. I know that.
Yep.
We're much more prosperous. We have money in our wallets. Our gas is cheaper. People know how to work together.
Why would you not want to drill for oil when the ground is full of it? You can't run out of it. I mean, it's impossible to run out of. We got probably more of it than any country in the world, and yet one of the first things that this play like Biden does when he comes into office is stops the pipeline.
Yeah,
then the first thing he did,
you can't hardline cold turkey anything, especially something that we're so dependent on. It's a stupid, naive move that only gets the nods from the extreme progressive outlet, which are a bunch of laughing stocks anyway. That's AOC, Nina Turner, Ilhan Omar, that freaking terrorist.
Yeah, but why would they do that? I mean, why would anybody? And these executive orders weren't even filled. I mean, they were blank, except for the date on them and stuff. They were blank, and yet this having him sign them, and that's why he asked, "What am I signing here?" I mean, because there wasn't anything on them.
Did you guys see the clip? Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Saying you should probably know what you're signing before you sign it.
Yeah.
You would think so. You would hope so, especially if you're accountable to the American people. Did you guys see this clip? Is the last thing I'm going to propose. Biden was going to walk up to this baby that was on stage with him. The mother's holding the baby, and literal security. What's the special police, the people that protect the president, was the Secret Service.
Secret Service
literally stopped him from going to the baby. I could only imagine what that man was saying to Biden. Sir, do not go near the baby.
Do not touch the baby. You will fall down on top of the baby.
It reminds me of Nicolas Cage and Con Air. Drop the bunny. Do not go near the baby.
Right.
No sniffing the hair.
I see we've got a young whippersnapper in here that don't know anything about nothing. I think his name is Mayhem Studios.
Mayhem.
What's up, Mayhem?
Hey, where are we at in this?
Calling me old. What's in it got into you?
Everything and why?
I'm just 198.
I'm gonna say good night, but I'm gonna be watching. Okay.
Hey man, pleasure to have you up here, brother.
Oh, right on, brother.
Always an honor.
Good to see you.
It's good seeing you again, man.
Truly, man, I gotta visit here more often. There's so much toxicity out there. This was truly a breath of fresh air. It's not as bad as it used to be, but by God, y'all keep doing what you're doing. Rock on. Peace out.
You too,
Right
brother.
on,
Easy,
brother. And you got my number, man. Get a hold of me anytime, man.
I'm bad with that, but I'm working on it.
Mayhem, pop up here, brother.
If Mayhem comes up, I'm gonna leave.
Oh, for real? Don't come up here.
No.
Don't come up here.
No, I'm gonna have to leave pretty quick because I'm too tired, man. But I would like to cuss him out before I leave.
Okay,
I'll
come
be-
on up.
I'll be
Because
right
I'm
back.
down for this. I want to do this.
Oh no, I love Mayhem. He knows that.
What if he's driving truck right now?
Probably.
Oh, you guys, I gotta say goodnight too. I've got so much to do in the morning. I gotta go to bed. It's
Okay.
11:30 here, but anyway, thanks for the invite, Steve, and it's good to see everybody.
So awesome to have you on again.
It's good to see you guys. I'll talk to you again soon. Okay, have a good night.
Take care.
You too, Heather.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Good old Heather.
So they had a bunch of baby chicks, apparently.
Apparently.
Got into the neighbor's wood pile, if I read that right.
Are you coming up, Mayhem, or are you not? If you're going to come up, I'll stay for a few more minutes.
Said he's got to put his pants on.
That's what I'm afraid of.
No, leave him off, bro. Just stay behind the desk. He'll be fine.
If he's had his pants off, they ain't no telling what he might have been doing.
You can use either bathroom nowadays. Just come on up.
No, that's true. That's true. No, Mayhem, he's probably been going to girls all along, though. Got to give him a hard time while I can. He gives me one all the time when I'm not there to defend myself.
Oh, okay. So he's taking shots in the dark. I see how it is. Come on, man. Hurry up.
Heather left. All right. Much love, Heather. Shoot.
About to
I
go
had to use
down.
the restroom.
There he is. Speak of this. Speak of the devil.
There he is.
Oh, no. I'll
Yes.
see y'all later.
Oh.
What's up, Ronnie? Good to see you, man.
Good to see you, man.
Man, I was laying down. I took my pants off. That's all I was doing, laying down.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I believe you.
Yeah. You believe that?
Yeah.
I was just laying down, not doing anything.
What was that? What was going on there?
I don't want to hear it. There ain't no telling what's going on.
Yeah, just don't shine a UV light back there.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Luckily,
Just
I
like
don't have
that.
one.
Oh, wait a minute. I do.
Well, you better check it before you crawl back there again. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I will.
I think
been
that
happening all
Mayhem did it
night.
that time.
There he is!
Man.
There's my favorite white boy!
Mayhem got it. Not at it.
We had that.
So where you at right now, Mayhem?
Right now I am.
You don't even know where he's at.
Yeah, I'm just. I had to think. Christina, Tennessee, which is just east of. It's east of Nashville.
How's the weather?
We do good. It's good.
Good.
Yeah.
You can pee outside, no problem.
Yeah. No problem. It no freeze. Midstream.
I was talking about turtling, but
Oh.
No lot lizards.
That too. No lot lizards. I didn't see any.
is that a thing, Mayhem? Is that a real thing? Is there like lot lizards all over the place, or is that just a blown up lie?
They're not all over the
You need to
place.
see a
They're
doctor, Dave.
It wasn't me.
Whoever it was needs to see a doctor.
I don't know who did that.
It wasn't
Oh,
me,
my
even though I leaned forward just at the right time. I think
Yeah.
Steve's doing that. Steve's got a
He
little
undoubtedly
button. Every
is.
time I lean forward like that, he's like, "Ooh."
Would have been snuck out.
He needs to have one of them and hooked up in your truck. Every time you have one of them lot lizards climb in, he can push that button.
No, I don't deal with lot lizards. I park at the Loves, and Loves is pretty good about keeping them out. But I can't say that about the West Memphis Loves, though.
So that is a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, lot lizards are a thing. I've never been a truck driver, but I've stopped at plenty truck stops.
Oh yeah.
Imagine that.
And you can always identify them.
Yep.
I bet you can.
Do they have a sign saying I'm a lot lizard?
No, they're usually what they look like is they are usually either really, really thick or really, really old and wearing an outfit that they should not be wearing.
That's bad. That's
Yeah.
bad.
So there's no young ones there? A young
If
skinny
there
one?
is if there's a young skinny one and she's good looking, ask her to show you the goods because she's probably a cop.
Or a guy.
Yeah, that too. Or a guy. Yeah.
Oh, me. I'm glad I was never a truck driver, man. I mean, you know.
The one and only encounter I really had with a lot lizard. Now, I was over just west of Oklahoma City, pulling into a Pilot from the Blue Beacon. Mind you, I just got my truck washed, the whole thing, windows, everything. This old lady's walking around with a rag and a little spray bottle. I was like, "Can I wash your windows?" No, I'm good.
No.
And then she walks away, right? And then next I see her like an hour later. She's walking the parking lot with the rag, but no spray bottle. I'm like, oh shit, she was a lot lizard.
What happened to your bottle, ma'am?
So that I guess that's code. You want me to wash your windows? And I mean, she sounded just like that. She sounded like she smoked like a whole pack of cigarettes in like 5 minutes.
Would you like me to wash your windows?
Yeah. I'm like, oh, is that code for like, doing something to my downstairs? No, I don't need you to wash
I got
those.
a wee, let me in.
You ever see a real glory hole?
Well, I guess you got to look at it this way, though, about lot lizards. Their services got to be needed by a lot of guys, or they wouldn't be out there,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's true. A lot of lonely truckers.
Yeah, lonely, horny truckers.
Uh-huh.
But when I was 17, 16, but whenever I lived in Ohio, remember that? So I was still in high school, but I went to Ohio and I met some chicks, and one of these chicks' older sisters was a lot lizard. And this is how I found out about lot lizards. So this is a long time ago, and who said it? I think James said something. Yeah, sometimes young ladies are just in distress and need a helping hand. That's what made me think of that, what James said. But so this chick that I went to school with for a very short time, her older sister was a lot lizard, and that's exactly what it was, James. But she said, yeah, I go into these places and I need money, and she just washes windows, I guess you could say, for cash.
Sad. So sad.
Right.
The world is a cesspool.
Yeah.
Did I get her? No.
I'd have gave her money and said, just go. I don't want nothing from you. Just go get some food.
Right. But then there's a handful of, nothing against truck drivers either, but there's a handful out there that they're on the road and they're like, oh man, yeah, it's better than doing it myself,
That's
I can't believe you went there, but all right.
That's why I need to put like a standard chart on my window. If you meet these standards, you may enter.
Top spin. What's up, top spin? The world is a vampire.
Number one standard would be: Did you just get out of somebody else's truck?
Of course.
Gross.
Lean forward.
If you just got it, if you
what's your shirt say?
Cobra Kai.
Oh no shit! It's a Cobra Kai shirt. That's awesome.
Okay.
Dude.
All right. That's what I thought it was, but I was like, no way does he have that shirt.
Oh yeah, I love Cobra Kai.
Mr. Miyagi was the man.
Yeah, wax on.
Dude, the Cobra Kai, the new one that came out a few years ago. Dude, I was laughing at it going, dude, this is gonna be so dumb, da da da. And I watched the first episode and I was hooked. And it's like one of my favorite shows.
Did you guys ever see Miyagi's wife, by the way? When you're bored, check that out.
No,
Mr. Miyagi's wife?
Oh yeah. I don't know if you can pull it up or whatever, but
I gotta look it up now because
it was
I never even...
Mr. Miyagi had it going on.
That's Mayhem doing all the farting, top spin.
Oh yeah, he'd been ripping it up.
I'm telling you.
No, I don't do no Taco Bell. And I don't do no fart. I don't do no fart. If I push a fart, it's gonna be a shark.
You know better. That's good that you know though.
Better.
I mean, it's good.
I know better. I never trust a fart.
That's what I was going to say. Never trust a fart. Never.
Carry extra underwear.
Here I sit so lonely hearted. Tried to shit, but only farted. Later on, I took a chance, tried to fart, but shit my pants.
Yeah. I need to carry a bag.
Dude, I used to have a lighter that said that. Here I sit brokenhearted, came to shit, but only farted.
Don't you hate that? That's the worst.
Yeah.
Go take a dump and it's a fart. Like, man.
Waste of time is what it is.
Right. I mean, I got unbuckled for that.
Yeah. Got unbuckled, unbuckled belt, unzip my pants, pull it down, sit down on the commode and everything, then all I did was fart. Man,
it's a lot of work.
It is.
Yeah.
Of course, Mayhem wouldn't know anything about that because he always, does the real thing when he goes to the bathroom.
He's got a bucket under his seat.
Yeah.
Actually,
he does it. Van lifestyle.
Actually, it's full of trash right now. But I do my trash. My trash is actually a 5-gallon bucket, and then I got my emergency toilet seat.
You come prepared, don't you, mate?
Is that kid size?
I know that's adult size.
Oh.
The lid broke though, see, and I put that on I put the trash bag on, and then I put that on the 5-gallon bucket. Yeah, man, because sometimes you end up in spots where you don't, especially shippers and receivers that are assholes that are like, oh, sorry, this is for employees only. Well, technically, I'm an employee right now. I'm on your property and I'm delivering to you. So,
well, if it makes you feel any better, Mayhem, plumbers to this very second still use the 5-gallon bucket and a garbage bag. So,
man, trucks be smelling bad.
No, that's what the garbage bag in the 5-gallon bucket is for, because it disappears real quick.
Yeah,
that smell of that shit though gets into the upholstery of the truck, and you can't get rid of it.
Dude, my van, dude, I'm a plumber, and my van doesn't smell like shit.
That's you saying that. You're a plumber. That's you saying that. Yeah,
right, maybe I got used to it.
No.
Maybe it's like
we all come up here and talk shit.
It's like when you're a kid and you go to your great grandma's house and you're like, oh, why did my nose burn? It stinks in here. And then you just get so used to it. You're like, it doesn't stink in here. I can't find any pictures of Mr. Miyagi's wife. What the hell?
Really?
Yeah, that's how it's like in my truck. Whenever like I'm sitting in here for a couple days, and then I go take a shower, and I come back, and I'm like, ooh, why does my truck stink?
Wow.
Have you figured it out?
TMI, but I like it.
Is that her?
Oh,
that is her, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, she is hot.
I told you.
Because he passed away, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for
Daniel-san.
him, dude. Daniel-san. He was waxing on and waxing with that.
You know who he looks like at an older age, of course, but he looks like I can't think, Gene Ho, I think is his name, Trump's photographer. That's who he looks like. They're an older version, like I said, but that's who he looks like. To me, anyway.
What the hell is that?
Oh, ma'am, I've been meaning to ask you, who do you drive for? Are you just independent, or do you drive for a company, or what?
Yeah, it's a little company, United Transport, out of Lincoln, Nebraska.
As long as it ain't Swift.
Oh, that's his.
Yeah, no,
you got fired from Swift. You got fired from Swift, didn't you, Mayhem?
No.
Couldn't drive good enough.
Stop it, Steve.
What the?
It's perfect. It's perfect because it's so low. Like you can barely hear it, but it's there.
Come on, man. Oh. What the hell's going on?
Mayhem's gas to the gills tonight.
It ain't got no gas in it.
Oh, shoot. I wasn't looking at, hey, Mom. I wasn't even looking at the chat. Hey, Mom.
Love you, Mom.
Mom. I love
See
you,
what
Mom.
your son does when he's away from you, Mom?
I didn't do it. It was Mayhem.
See, Mom, my dad was right. He's a bad influence.
It was Mayhem. I always got to be the guilty one.
Always blame it on the truck driver, huh?
Well, yeah. That's usually it.
Well, you ought to know to be those kind of guys that do that kind of stuff, so.
Right. You can do something and leave the country, or leave the state.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's right.
Hit and run.
That's right.
No, officer, I was not there.
What's the longest trip you have to make, Mayhem? Round trip.
Longest. 2,500 miles.
Really?
Damn.
Yeah,
that's like from Detroit to California, 2,500 miles.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yep.
Well, you make a lot. You get paid by the mile, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep, get paid by the mile.
Per diem too, or whatever it's called. You get that.
Mm-hmm.
The longest trip I ever made. It was in my car, not a truck, but I packed up all my shit, and I was living in Westland on Newburgh and Joy Road in the apartments, and I just packed up my shit, and I gave my daughter's mom now, but at the time I didn't have a daughter. I just gave her the key to my apartment, and I'm like, I'm going to Colorado, and I drove to Colorado. That was the longest trip I made.
The longest trip I ever made was from here to Las Vegas. I don't know how many miles it was, but it seemed like it was 14,000. Man, that's a long trip. I'm telling you, it's a long trip.
Yeah.
I went by bus from Michigan all the way to Shreveport, Louisiana. Took 24 hours on a bus, a Greyhound bus.
Oh, dude, and I was gonna say, don't say it was Greyhound. Oh man,
oh god,
worse.
They are.
Talk about your nose burning, dude. You get on a Greyhound bus and it's like, oh god, I can't breathe. Why does it burn so bad?
Yeah, we were sitting in the back too, right next to the commode. So,
and then you gotta, if you go by yourself, like I have before, you sit by some weird people.
Oh yeah.
This is all I heard the whole time. I was like, so I was right by the door.
Yeah. Like I couldn't be a Greyhound bus driver because I would be like getting on the little thing and I'd be like, ladies and gentlemen, the lavatory in the back is for yellow only. If it's brown, you can wait.
I don't understand.
You know,
I
they
don't
have to
get.
make stops.
Well, from what I heard is that they don't even have bathrooms in those buses. I mean, I don't even know how they're still in business. I really don't.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen one
Well,
of those buses, and I don't know when around here. I mean, I don't know where the hell
Because
they're at.
Jefferson Line bought them.
Oh, they did? Okay.
It's now Jefferson Line.
That explains why I hadn't
They
seen
don't
the
even
bus.
have Greyhound out here, so I don't even. Yeah, it's been a minute, but all I know is that the Greyhound bus stations back in like Detroit or any major city were not safe to be around. Put it that way.
It's scary, dude, getting on those buses.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I had to ride plenty of them when I was in the Army. I know that, but you know, just to get to where I wanted to go. But I wouldn't ride one now. I'd hitchhike. And to tell you the truth, I did start hitchhiking after I rode those a couple of times. Because man, it didn't have nothing to do with crime or anything. I just hated riding that damn bus, and I could get to where I was going faster by hitchhiking than I could on the bus because all the stops I made.
Yeah, that's the thing that sucked over 24 hours. I think we only hit maybe 2 places that actually had like something other than corn puffs or something. You actually could get a deli sandwich out of the. It was terrible. We starved. It was hot. I never want to do it again.
No.
Well, gentlemen, I'm gonna get my ass off here and go back to bed. I just got up when I.
All right.
When I go to hell, man. I just got up a while ago and I going through my phone. I seen y'all were on, so I thought I'd say hello. And,
dude, I wanted to say a couple things real quick before you go, Ronnie. One, thank you for coming up, and two, to everyone in chat. Like, this is how when everyone's like, "What's your channel about?" or like, "What's the topic?" I'm like, it's whatever. And dude, tonight was like one of the best ever because we had nothing planned. Usually I'm backstage like a half hour, 45 minutes beforehand. Today I got backstage 2 minutes before we went live, and I was like, shit, I forgot I was going live. And it worked out awesome. It was like the best panel I've had in forever. So thank you.
I was here. What do you expect?
Ryan.
I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
I appreciate it.
It's awesome, man.
I appreciate you letting me come up. And I plan on being there Sunday, one way or the other, by hook or crook. You know, unless I get in one of them sick spells again, and I sure hope I don't. But we shall see. But I do plan on being there Sunday, Steve.
In my prayers, Ronnie.
Yeah, and my prayers too.
Thank you, guys.
It's good for you to see me, Ronnie. I mean,
it was
for me to see you. Sorry.
No, it was good for me to see you. I mean, it did my heart. Just mounds of good. I mean, mounds and mounds of it. You don't realize how much good it done me. I'll keep this in mind the day I die. I mean, literally. And probably after I die.
He'll come and haunt you with them farts.
Yeah, he will.
Be in your truck.
Yeah, he will.
You just hear it.
I will. You know what? That's where I'll haunt him. I'll get in his truck and just. I don't know how I'll do it because I won't have a body, but I'll figure out a way to have stinking farts.
That's all you're gonna hear going down the road. Just you're gonna be like, Ronnie, stop it.
I'm gonna hear that. I'm like, Ronnie, quit that.
No, I'll do it again.
Ronnie, I'm driving over here, Ronnie.
That was wet, Ronnie. That was wet. Cut it out.
All right, good night. I love y'all.
Night, Ronnie.
No, yeah, we love you, Ronnie.
Night,
You're
Ronnie.
hearing our prayers, and thank you for coming up, man. We love you, brother.
No problem, brother. See you Sunday.
See you.
Yep, definitely.
Peace, Ronnie.
Y'all too.
Have a good night.
Prairie dog.
Farty McFarterson.
Farty McFarterson.
It's been a stanky night, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that was fun. Dude, that was fun. Dude, that's like, dude, I really meant that. Like, because every time whenever we have a guest on or whatever, like ahead of time, they're like, so what's the topic? I'm like, I don't know. It's whatever, dude.
Yeah.
We're just here to talk, like just like a regular conversation, like you're sitting at the dinner table, and we had nothing planned tonight, and it couldn't have worked out better, man. It was just
I was
great.
literally playing my guitar up until like 1 minute before intro, and Steve pops in. And I'm like, what are we going to talk about?
I was mopping our floors, and I was like, oh, and then I was watching Mr. B because Mr. B was live. I was watching him, and he's like, all right, so well, I know Steve Harloha is getting ready to go live, and I'm like, oh shit, I am. And then I came over, and Dave's backstage already playing a guitar, and I'm like, dude, we got to go live in like a minute ago. So
Yeah. Dang, Steve, it sounds like you would be late to your own funeral.
I would. I'd be like a week late. They'd be like, well, we were gonna have this thing, but he ain't here yet. So
Let's stay away from those funerals for a while, hopefully.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. Yeah, one of these days when somebody pops up and they're like, "Hey, what's the topic?" The topic is the topic.
Yep, it is. It's whatever you want it to be.
The topic.
Whatever you want it to be.
Kind of reminds you of like the Seinfeld when they had the show about nothing.
Right. Yep.
That's the beauty of it. It's about nothing.
Farty McFartson, I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, the guitar. Oh, and Top Spin. I don't know if Aloha Top Spin, but
Hello.
I don't know if you had a chance to go check out the edited video when we had Stephen Bowles on. But in the very beginning, I put that little clip. And then Stephen Bowles was like, I don't know, Top Spin. Maybe I'm a horrible comedian. I don't know. I thought it was cool. But I put that in there for you. So I hope you checked it out.
Yeah. I gotta find. That's one thing I hate about phones. You gotta find the camera. You want to be like,
oh, I know.
And
then you
but you gotta be like,
you gotta do it. Like, so if I'm gonna point at you, I'm pointing to my left right now. But it's
love
actually
you, Mom.
like that.
Yep, everything's opposite.
Get some sleep,
And
Mom.
Yeah, love you, Mom. Love you so much. Love you so much, Mom.
Good night, Mom.
Mom, Martha is the best.
She's the YouTube mom of everyone.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Nothing makes me happier.
Oh, yeah. Top Spin. I'll throw it in there. Let's see.
Huh?
I'm gonna last about maybe 10 more minutes, guys.
All right. Yeah, no, we're over the 2-hour mark too. So that's what I was saying too. It's so perfect. 2 hours, but hold on. Let me find my shit.
Oh, I got something for you if you need.
Wait, let me find my shit.
Yes.
Oh, you should have waited until I was gonna lean over this way a little bit.
Where's it at? Oh wait.
Where is it?
I feel good.
I would say the show was a success.
Oh yeah, absolutely, dude, for sure.
I enjoyed every minute of it.
Copy link. All right, here it is. Hey, Mutt's American. What's up, Mutt? Aloha, brother. Good to see you, man. All right, here you go, Top Spin. That's the one. Got it. But yeah, good to see you, Mutt. Oh, you know what? Mutt hasn't been here in a while. I don't think Mutt's been here since I stripped everyone's wrench away because I'm a mean, horrible person.
You're evil, man.
That's why I did it. That's the only reason I did it. I was like, fuck all you mother effers.
Hey.
Sorry, Mom's still here. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that the first time. But no, the real reason is Mutt, because I looked and I had 1,000 moderators and only like 900 and 78 of them were actually moderating, so I had I just restarted over. So so don't be offended if you don't have a wrench, brother. But good to see you, and I hope everything's good with you, man.
Is that Gardner Josh? I'm gonna drop his link real quick, or is that Mutts?
Hey,
the Mutts.
Gardner Josh. Hey, Gardner Josh.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah,
up?
Josh is in there. As you seen him.
The Mutt says he finished his chemo today, so congrats, man.
Oh, congrats.
I don't know if that's what you say on that, but
Yeah, I don't know.
That's tough. I'm gonna drop these guys' link before we close out.
Yeah, no wrench needed. If you could dodge a wrench, you could dodge a ball.
Yeah, remember that? That was good.
Yeah, I like that's one of my favorite movies. Dodgeball.
I've never seen that.
And right on too, Mutt, for that. And thank you for saying that too. No wrench needed, because there's it's amazing to me how so many people like get so bent out of shape. Like, ooh, what the dude? Hey, where's my wrench? And it's like,
Oh yeah. Yeah, I hate those people that bitch about you taking their wrench, and I hate those people that come in and are like they've never been to your channel before, and they're like, "Can you wrench me?"
Right.
I'm like, "No."
right. And that's
I
part
don't
of
know
another
you.
reason that I did that too, because one, I had so many, and then everyone that was coming in, I'm like, well, it's kind of unfair if I don't give everyone a wrench, right? Because everyone else has one.
Yeah.
So I was just giving a wrench to everyone. And then when I look, I was like, no wonder why I got 1,000 people with wrenches.
Yeah, you were like the Oprah of wrenches. You get a wrench.
Yeah,
You get a
yep.
wrench. You get a
I
Literally,
used to
wrench.
get
yeah.
offended back then, back in the day when I didn't get a wrench. It was like, dude, I've been here 10 times. I don't even have a wrench.
Right. Well, yeah, because and then it's like, who do it? Well, no, because there's one channel that well, I'll even say it because I love this guy, so it doesn't matter. But I have never asked for a wrench. I've never gone on anyone's channel and was like, hey man, can I get a wrench? Because to me it's like the unwritten rule, right? Like you just don't ask. It's like if they give you a wrench, they give you a wrench. If you don't, you don't. But here's the deal, his other channel that isn't anymore was High Impact Flicks, and that channel had like 500,000 subscribers, and I had a wrench on that channel.
That was
And
an
then
amazing channel.
that channel got taken down, and then I'm still on this Here's the Deal channel, and I don't have a wrench, but
you better
I
fix
want
that.
to so bad be like, hey dude, I used to have a wrench on your High Impact Flicks channel. How come I don't have, but I won't do it because
Well, you
if
just
he's gonna
did.
give me one, he's
You
gonna
just
give me
did.
one.
It's gonna see
That's
it.
why I did it. I did it on
I
my
know.
channel, not on his.
Yeah.
Smart. And
I
I need
didn't
one.
go to his channel.
I need a wrench. I mean a wrench. I need a wrench.
So
Yeah,
Brian,
A
if you're
wrench.
listening, I used to have a wrench on your High Impact Flicks channel, but I'm not asking you on your channel. I'm asking you on my channel.
Give me money.
Slick, right?
So I saw what you did there. Yeah.
Hey, it's been
No,
a
like
pleasure tonight, guys. I really appreciate
yeah. Yeah, Dave.
It's been a lot of
Dave's
fun.
not here.
I was never here.
Oh
Never
wait,
here.
timed
Never
up.
here.
I thought you still had. Hold on, shit. Hold on. All right, Dave's got to get going.
Yeah.
He's not feeling good.
Yeah, he's gassy.
All right,
Anybody
so
hear
let's do final thoughts then before you pass out on us, Dave.
You want me to go first?
If you want. I always go. So
My
it's up to you guys.
do your best to treat the people that you have in your life that love you and treat you well. Do your best to show them while they're alive how special they are to you. Treat them good. Make them dinner. Bring them flowers. Don't be the guy that goes to the gravesite and regrets not spending the time with those people. But do it while they're here, so you don't regret it later. Final thought.
Very nice. Charlie. I guess me next. I'm gonna steal this one from Hitch. Never lie, steal, or cheat. But if you must lie, lie with the one you love. If you must steal, steal away from bad company. And if you must cheat, cheat death.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's good. I like that too. That's really good.
Hard to
Shoot,
follow
yeah.
that one.
Well, I'm just gonna stick with what I always say. Always treat others how you want to be treated. And man, I agree with both what Dave and Mayhem said. And also you never know what someone else is going through. So if you get irritated or frustrated or angry or whatever, just take a deep breath and think about it for a minute, because there's been days where you were in their shoes and you may not even realize it. But at the end of the day, we all got more in common than we don't have in common. So treat everyone the way you want to be treated. And with that being said, I'm going to say have a beautiful morning, beautiful day, beautiful afternoon, beautiful evening, a beautiful night, whatever it may be, wherever you are. Much love, much aloha. Most importantly, God bless. Oh my God, dude.
I'm done. Oh, I'm sorry. I just died. I can't breathe. Steve, I swear to you, I haven't laughed that hard in like 10 years.
How's everybody doing now?
Oh,
Armageddon.
no.
Armageddon. It's gonna be rough.
You were born in America, you're an American.
That's that. Just right after high school, ended up joining the Army.
You guys seem way more chill than that intro. I'm ready to take your fucking country back. I don't even live there.
Dude, we should get a boxing match going.
Smack the shit out.
That sounded wrong. I have to highlight that one. Oh my Lord.
Stay the hell out of the left lane if you're not passing.
You're so salty about this driver.
You don't have to have a massive channel to make an impact, you know.
I've learned a very important lesson.
Fuck, do I drop the wheelchair jokes? He's like, just fuck him.
You know, that's what the whole freedom of speech is.
That's a good point.
Then this old lady walks in with like a walker, and I look at him, he goes, oh yeah, you're fucked.
You don't have to agree with it. Absolutely not. But you best defend their right to do it.
Again.
This is a little horny bastard. He ruined it for everybody.
I bet he wanted to knock him out.
I don't like certain individuals. It's never because of their race, identity, religion, or
teach these government nerds that all swear an oath to it what our freedoms are, because they're so lazy they don't care.
I had a fun night. I haven't laughed that hard in a long time.
You know, don't live on the past or take the present for granted and only think about the future.
People are wearing blinders. They don't understand what.
Never attack or insult the other side of the debate.
I'm not going to apologize for that.
You were calling him an idiot.
I'm really disappointed in you.
Something that you just didn't agree on.
I had all my money on you tonight.
I'm guilty of inciting my constitutional right.
You know, if they don't like it, then they don't have to be there. Love y'all. See y'all on the next one.
You know, you're never gonna please everyone.
I don't think that God sees different races at all.
Much love to y'all. Stay prayed up, man. God is good. Love each other and be kind.
Much love, much aloha, and most importantly, God bless.